Hello and welcome to Freeport Aquin Field here for another game of West Prairie-Southeastern High School football. I'm Ken Suter along with Wayne Hoy. First game of the year for the Cyclones, and boy, I tell you, we're sitting there talking on the way up, a good 3-hour drive. About halfway through, I started getting a little tingly, got a little excited. This football season back, baby, and I can't wait to see what the Cyclones can do this year. Last year they had their first year of 8-man football, got to the playoffs. A little rough start at the beginning, but really showed off what they can do, especially last year when they're using their juniors and sophomores. Now the juniors and seniors this year, especially Ashton Barkley and Jensen Laughlin out there on a 1-2 combo for passing, running out to the sweeps. Cyclone's going to have a really fun year.
I'll tell you what, it's a great day for 8-man football, a great day for any football. Little hot out, but we got the wind blowing in, not too bad, not too hot, not too cold.
Pretty much. Wayne, you were able to do one game with us last year, so we'll be able to try to get more into it. We will catch you later throughout the year. I'm going to take a quick break here so we can get something situated up here. Going to have to switch where camera is at. So we'll see you in just 1 second here on the JoJo's pregame show.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
And welcome back here to the JoJo's Gaming Parlor pregame show here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. Well, we need to edit that one out so it can be the Cyclones on to victory, as we do have multiple new teams this year. We've got West Prairie, Southeastern, Bushnell, Macomb games, and some A-Town games mixed in as well. So, everything keeps on getting bigger and bigger here on TSSR Game Time Live, and that's what we like to see. Got the line crews moving over, so we're about ready for game time. Looks like about 6 minutes out.
Looks like Aquin's going to, West Prairie Southeastern is going to take the north side of the field. I'm not sure if they're kicking or not.
We'll look. Definitely tell the military training in. You just look over and see north perfectly. As we're in here, it's going to be a really good night, day, as it's about 1 o'clock here. Some clouds in the sky, a little bit of wind, but nothing major, nothing to really mess with. It's one good thing about these 8-man games is you get some Saturday games that normally in 11-man you'll only get around playoff time.
Yep.
So it's something new, something fresh, and it kind of gives you a different feeling. You don't have that anticipation through school, through the rest of the game, just waiting and waiting and waiting.
No build up for that Friday night game.
Nope, you can just come in and have fun, get done with it, and still be able to go home, stretch out, relax a little bit, and you're not up till midnight like I know about when I was still playing, and probably you too. By the time I get back and get my pads put away and laundry started, it'd be about 1 a.m. when I finally was able to sit down. This is a little bit of a nice break.
Yeah, that sounds about right, considering some of my games be like over an hour and a half away. Get back, could be 2 in the morning.
Well, we all can't go to fancy schools. I kid. Anyway, we get set up. They're going to have the last meeting over there underneath the trees, getting a little bit of shade away from the sun. That's one thing. No shade on this field.
Not
Coach
at all.
McCormick down over there. It's going to be a little different field this year, as with the Bushnell squad, Coach David Rodas, who's coached for many years, was my coach throughout all my years, has gone home to where he's from, where he pretty much has been wanting to go for a little bit down at Lewiston. Has his kids there, has his family there. Pretty much as a whole homecoming. Coach McCormick coached with Rodas throughout many years before McCormick came up to West Prairie. So now, they might not play each other this year, which it's a little sad because there's always nice trash talk between each of them during the entire year waiting up for the game between the Cyclones and the Spartans. That game will be the last regular season bout, I do believe.
There's nothing better than a little bit of rivalry, you know?
Especially, two teams that, I mean, were consolidated for years. I mean, we've been right next to each other. I played every year of high school football with West Prairie. So, you look over, play against younger brothers of kids that you already played with. There's just a little bit of rivalry that, hey, we're the big dogs in town. Getting set up, we'll look a little bit at the roster for the Cyclones. Once again, at quarterback this year will be Ashton Barkley. Oh, just what an improvement last year. Started out, had a little accuracy issues, but by the end of the year, he was on lock with his receivers and has the ability to move around, get a couple of QB sneaks. He's able to pretty much go wherever he needs to be and do it exactly what he needs to do for this squad, as he's going to look to do it again this year. As they get close to being on the field, Jensen Laughlin out there in the neon green shoes, as we will get set for the national anthem.
In the playing of the national anthem.
Let us pray. Strong and faithful God, as we come together for this contest, we ask you to bless these athletes. Keep all of them safe from injury and harm. Instill in them the respect for each other, and reward each of them for their effort and dedication. Lead all of us gathered here to the reward of your kingdom of heaven. We ask through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
And now for the playing of the national anthem.
As we get set back up here, we'll be ready for kickoff in just a little bit. As one thing that I'm excited to see so far for this Cyclone squad is what type of, sophomores and maybe even freshmen that might be playing up, what type of impact they will have. Throughout the JV contest last year, they had multiple, pretty good players out there running all around, just being tenacious, especially on special teams. That's where I really like this team. Special teams, they know where the ball is and they're going to get it no matter what.
I know freshmen and sophomores, especially when they're bumped up against varsity players, they like to, I know they come out here with a little more aggressiveness because they got to compete for spots.
One sophomore I'd like to point out, Aiden Horn last year, he's, all-line linebacker, but he also did play a little bit on the kickoff squad. And, man, you want to talk about tenacity. He was going around just flying, trying to get anything he can. Multiple sacks in games throughout the JV contest. I'd like to see what he does this year. Looks like the Cyclones will be out to receive. Cyclones in the white and black look, while the Aquin Bulldogs kind of got the West Virginia Mountaineers look with the yellow helmets mixed with the about bluish-brown tops. As we get set up here, got to move around, get Coach his spot. It's a little tight up here in the crow's nest. We're in a box that's pretty much just enough, big enough for our little table and our tripod. It's always the first years we get set. Oh, you're good. You're good. Back deep to receive. That looks like the three of Cam Kramer along with Jesse Johnson, if I do believe. It looks like two twos. Kicking for the Bulldogs. As we get this one set off, they're going to go with squib kick right to start it out. Perfect placement. It's going to be right along the 50, maybe the 49 for the Cyclones.
Great field position.
That's his perfect position. What you do when you are the up front man is if you see that squib, you land on that ball. Doesn't matter how you do it as long as you get possession. As they will drop it right at the 50. So great field position as this offense gets set out. Looks like they're going to look for almost an I formation, tight. Probably look to run as the clock will start. Going to sweep out to the right side. Jensen Laughlin with it. Has a blocker, but he can't get anywhere up with it. He's going to be stopped at the 50. on the tackle.
Nowhere to go on that one.
On the tackle, Cooper Hathaway for the Bulldogs. Really great job for blocking. However, Jensen had to look for that cutback lane and push up, trying to get a little bit too, east-west instead of north-south. So 2nd and 10 on the no gain as Barkley gets the call from coach. Got 11:25 remaining here in this first quarter. 11:25. Back to the I formation. They did run out of this a lot when they're especially looking for that fullback run. Hikes the ball, and they do run the fullback play, and he bounces off, breaks one tackle, and gets up for about a 3-yard gain. About 4 yards they'll give him. 3rd and 6 for the Cyclones. And just right while I was about to say that fullback run, they used it a lot last year. They're going to keep on running it this year as well.
There's nothing I like better than a lot of run up the middle football.
I believe that was Jesse Johnson on the run. I could be wrong. As 3rd and 6, probably look out for maybe a motion to get them off edge. Look for maybe a jet sweep out to the left side. Maybe a pass play if they'll bring it out. McCormick does like to throw a little trickery in. And they're going to go wide. 2 out, 1 in. Out in shotgun, Barkley with it. Sends in the motion. It'll be a triple reverse to Jensen Laughlin. Has the open field if he can get one more good block. And he does and gets the first down. 1st and 10 for the Cyclones. About 7-yard run on it. That's that triple motion. They really like to get people out of the way and give the ball to Jensen and let him run.
As a defender, sometimes that's hard to see. You're thinking, well, they're probably going to run outside sweep, and then they double it back. Okay, double reverse. Then they throw that triple reverse at you. That's the one that really gets you.
And it's not only that first down run. Now, as a linebacker, especially if you've got, contain, now you got to stand there with your, hands down like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? As they're going to go back to shotgun, look to reverse it. They'll look to keeper for Ashton Barkley. He gets up. He breaks run tackle. He falls. So 2nd and probably about 4 as he gets 6 on the rush. That was good play by Barkley as he came out. He didn't have that hand down as he was rushing. He had it out a little bit as a pass. So already when you got contained, you've got thinking, oh, he's going to pass. He's going to pass. Starts to rush in, able to get that backside.
Gives you a little bit more time for the linebackers to get up to you if they think you're going to pass. Got to stay in their zone.
Coming back up to the ball. 9 minutes remaining here in the first. 2nd and 4. They're going to go back to the shotgun look. Jesse in motion. They'll hand the ball off. He's going to try and find room. Get some yardage on the gain. Can't not get the first, however. On the run was Xavier Hilton.
Possibly 1 or 2 yards on that play maximum.
Looks like a yard and a half. Going to be 3rd and 4. Couple of substitutions as Jensen Laughlin comes in to the game as well as Owen Rigg. So probably look for a pass here as Owen has caught passes before last year.
That's what I was just thinking.
Nope, they're going to move back into the I, so maybe even a fullback dive here as Will gets set. Bulldogs on the rush.
Got a pitch.
And he's got a perfect opening. I don't know if he'll get the first, however, but that was a good hole to get through.
Doesn't look like first down. 1st and inches, maybe. They're going to bring it.
I believe it will be 4th. They'll bring out the chains. We got a little disagreement between the referees as they'll give them the first. So roll the clock. First down. 2nd first down for this team so far as they just keep on inching their way down. Ball on the 29 as it is 7:50 remaining here in this first quarter.
I really thought they were going to bring out the chains on that one.
It looked like it, but I think the placement might have been just where you look down, and until you get somebody else standing there to help, you can't really see with that all orange.
That's got to be upsetting a little bit for Aquin there.
Aquin so far defensively hasn't had many mistakes. They've just been, giving and giving and giving. Bend, don't break, as they'll look to get an opening soon.
Playing solid defense.
Open back as there's 4 out. 1st and 10. Looks to run it. Is Barkley on the draw? There'll be a holding call, I do believe, as he's going to run up. He gets into the chains, but we'll see. They're probably going to call this one back.
Tackle made by Reed Pearson.
Indeed holding. 10-yard penalty, so it'll be 1st and 20, I do believe.
That's never good field position there. 1st and 20. It could be worse. Could be 3rd and 20.
As they'll talk about it, try to figure out exactly what he wants with the coach. As they'll move him back. Got to get the chains back up and running before they can push him back, however. As he'll do a walk-off. Yep, back down to the 41. Here 1st and 20, 7:08 remaining in the 1st. I'd like to thank you all for watching West Prairie-Southeastern Cyclone football here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Barkley with it. He's going to rush again, and he's going to have nowhere to go. Perfect defense by the Bulldogs. And once again, it's that linebacker, Cooper Hathaway, the sophomore, as he had a perfect play on there to see exactly where he's going.
Loss of about 2 as well.
As you look down, they've already ran multiple draws there. That's probably what he was looking for, is he wasn't looking for the pass, looking straight for him. So a loss of 4 makes it about, a loss of 2 makes it 22 to go here, 2nd and 22. As the center gets set.
Offensive line's been not blocking pretty good, actually.
Not much has been able to get through as they look for the jet sweep. He's going to let that one fly down the line. He will not be able to grab it.
Incomplete.
Intended for Clayton Hunt, was just a little bit out to his left, which, you know, first game of the year, you're going to have a little miscommunications like that. And like you said, their offensive line has been doing a really good job of handling these rushers. However, the Bulldogs have been also taking advantage of that by pulling out and using multiple linemen and linebackers and only having 2 down linemen.
The linebackers are doing a fantastic job of keeping it contained. Most of the time, offense got no real place to go.
Once again in shotgun, Barkley looks to pass. He's got a man. So he's going to launch it to him. Looks to be caught and in for the touchdown.
What a great pass.
Barkley to Denver Mitchell. 2 seniors getting together for the score. And right there, as I said, you know, he's got a man. I saw Mitchell on the far corner, and, you know, I was like, oh, he should have thrown. He should have thrown right there. Sure enough, he waits just 1 more second, and it still works. So Cyclones take the lead 6-0 here, looking for the 2-point conversion. With 5:48 remaining, 6-0, they're going to look to kick it in for the field goal. Jensen Laughlin has hit multiple before. He's a great kicker. It is up, and that one will be good. 7-0 your score here at Freeport Aquin High School. As Jensen Laughlin puts it in, we'll take a quick break and be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
We're an 11-bed ER. I pride myself on every day that the patients get what they need and see a physician when they need it. We want them to be headed towards the road of recovery when they leave here. I feel like we have nurses that care so much. We're more than a team. It's a family, and we want what's best for the patient.
Welcome back to West Prairie-Southeastern High School football.
Just halfway through the first quarter. Already up 7-0. Not a bad way to start the game.
There we are. Once again, if you've watched last year, I will, reiterate that our scoreboard system, sometimes doesn't like to recognize that we say, hey, this button goes in, so we have to double click it. So that's our apologies if we say, They're up 7-0. It says 6-0. We'll figure it out eventually. We do have our chat open if you'd like to, tell us who you're watching for, where are you coming from. Pastor Tom Spain says go Cyclones. He's always in last year. Also is Jeff Rusher. As back to kick is Jensen Laughlin. To receive, I believe that is Reed Pearson. Got a little bit more spaced out. They know exactly how Laughlin likes to kick, as they are way far back. That kick is off. It's going to be about picked up at the 15. Reed Pearson on the run. As he's going to get through, he's got a wide open spot. Jensen's only one there to stop him. As he gets wrapped up in a beautiful takedown, but a great run and catch right there. Reed Pearson able to find the open hole, gets through. Jensen Laughlin only one right there to stop him. So great field position for both teams as they're going to get it started on their opponent's 46.
Kick return, once you get it along one of the sidelines, most of the time if you got your blockers there, you're set up pretty good.
Shotgun, but inside, and man, they did not look at all at the ball. That's, hey, first play of the game. Why not go for it? Will be an offsides. 1st and 5 for the Bulldogs. And you look at their formation, you got, both wideouts tight, but you've got the shotgun with 2 running backs, so you're able to get benefit of more mobility and extra blockers. 1st and 5, he's going to look to keep it out to the right. He's got blockers, but he can't get out of the way of them, and it will be a 1st down and a little bit more. On the run.
Looked like he was looking to pitch it there for a second. He looked over, nobody was behind him.
Could have been a broken play. Could have just been, I got to wait. Aiden Wolf on the run, the senior quarterback. So 1st down for the Bulldogs on the 33-yard line. Here in the first quarter, 7-0 your score. He's going to look to keep it. Might have been a pass, might have been a keep, but he's just going to keep it. Ran over to the sideline, gets about 6 on the run. Wolf, once again, likes to run it, and he's able to as you get those multiple blockers.
It looks like he's just going to keep walking it up the field.
I could see over to the far side. It looked like it was going to pass, but had a nice stunt on the defensive side to cause some pressure. As now they're going to keep it wide for the 2nd and 4. And it looks like he's having some issues. They might have to. Players going to come out.
I think that's a equipment failure, maybe.
No, that sounds like someone's puking.
Yep. Yeah.
That is Dallin Long. As they'll take a look at him. Hopefully it's just a little bit of an upset stomach instead of something that's worse. Get off the field, and finally they got him as a little bit of confusion. Less too many men on the field for the Cyclones, and nowhere to go on that rush. Right there to tackle was, I believe, Clayton Hunt.
Just moved the ball a couple inches.
3rd and 3. Excuse me, that is Aiden Horn that came out. So not Aiden Horn. There's too many Aidens. Aiden Wolf, the quarterback, who came out on that one, so he might have a little bit of a stinger. Hopefully that's all it is. Pearson, the quarterback now, as he's going to rush out. He's going to get the 1st down and some more. Right there to tackle him is Ashton Barkley. 1st down, Bulldogs.
Brayden Jackson with a carry. And another Bulldog 1st down.
Got it wide. I mean, that's with 8-man football, running it wide is often the way to go.
Running it wide, and also the best thing to do is maybe slow down a little bit and find that cutback lane, because it is always out there. You got open field all over, as it's a little bit of a shorter field distance by width, but not much to really be that much of an issue. As it's going to be on the ground, we're going to look to pick it up. It's going to be a huddle, however.
Like a fumble on the play.
That's going to be a close call there.
I do believe.
Hands all over it.
They'll drop it. Looks like it will be recovered by the Bulldogs. 2nd and about 13. 3:18 remaining here in this first quarter. 7-0 your score as the Cyclones defense, once again, as we were talking about, bend, don't break. Bend, don't break. It's gotten some really nice plays.
Set up again in the shotgun motion.
Braden Jackson's
Fake.
going to keep it, but,
Get
man,
wrecked.
he can't do anything as Carter Hits is right there to take care of him for the sack. Carter Hits, I mean, talk about living up to your name, as he has been a great linebacker for these Cyclones. He's going to keep it going this year as well.
Read that play like a book, found the open hole.
3rd and 20, and a shout-out also to, well, once they get set up, we'll be able to see whoever had contain on that right side, as the blocker was right there to get him out like trap play, but he could not move him at all and stopped the quarterback from running. Looks like trips to the left they'll go with. Probably a pass play here. Motion inside as he's going to be a keeper, and, man, they'll just get off of him. He's going to keep on, get about a gain of 10.
Didn't quite make the first down.
Oh, of course, he would have had to get 10 more yards to get the first down.
I was looking at the wrong.
Yes, you were.
Wrong marker.
4th and 11 here for the Bulldogs. 1:58 remaining here in this first quarter. If the Cyclones could stop him here, there'd be a big swing in the momentum. As they scored first, they can get the first, stop of the game. Pearson on the run. It's going to go to the outside. However, right there is the defense to stop them. Turnover on down. Cyclones football.
Bulldogs are short.
And, man, you can't really do much against that one right there, as that defense had it scouted. They were looking for that outside corner.
Oh, yeah.
1st and 10.
Again, this game has been a lot of just nowhere to go.
Which I'd rather have it that way than a 60-0 game.
Oh,
That's not fun for anyone.
No.
This, however, this can be a really good game as both teams moving along. It'll be a water timeout, so we will take a quick break as well, as we'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live right after this.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit, and all the providers and staff are putting the patient first.
Every day, we walk through these doors, not knowing what waits. It's not easy, but we do it every day because our mission is you. Providing you compassionate care and providing you the best possible patient experience. McDonough District Hospital.
Welcome back here as we get set for the ending of this first quarter. 1:39 remaining. Turnover on downs means that the Cyclones will get the ball to start this one out. Bucky Bill's Company, a hat brand built on two staples, comfort and style, specializing in snapback trucker-style caps. Check out this selection or consider customs to build your business at barclaybillsco.com. Use code TSSR through Friday for 15% off. Don't let the hat rack fool you. There's always room for one more. barclaybillsco.com. Wishing good luck to all athletes this season. Sweep coming for the Cyclones. 1st and 10 is going to look to pass. Barkley gets it out long, as that's going to be a little bit too high for everyone. Intended for Jensen Laughlin.
Had 2 defenders covering him.
Yeah, it's pretty much, with his height advantage, though. You see 2 defenders, and you're like, maybe throw it up. A little bit dicey, however. 2nd and 10 for the Cyclones.
Center's going to get on the ball. Looks like we're shotgun spread formation, 1 in the backfield. Motion.
He's
Gonna be a
going
fake.
to fumble it.
Fumble it. Picked it back up. Yep, got wrapped up with no gain. A little bit of a loss.
3rd and
yards.
about 13. 3rd and 13 on that fumble. Just tried to get a hold of that shotgun, but can't get it on the snap.
3rd and 13 sounds like a pass might be coming up.
Well, you'd think that, but I'm thinking a jet sweep to the left side. Jensen Laughlin put him out there. Maybe even, Jesse Johnson. Get somebody with some speed out. It's going to go empty set. The defense has to move around, maybe even a stunt to the left side, and they do right there. Perfect, as he's going to have to get out of there. Gets hit, gets some more room, but you could see right there 22 of Hathaway just creeping and creeping and creeping.
We're gaining about
Fourth
7
and,
yards. Brings
let's
up
go 4th and
4th
5.
and 5.
4th and 5, 25 seconds remaining. They might just wait this one out. We'll see what McCormick decides to do. 7-0 here at the start of this game. Really great game so far by both teams, offensively and defensively.
Definitely. I mean, Aquin was pretty close to scoring there a couple times, but West Prairie-Southeastern defenders were able to catch up to him.
Right there, as that'll be the end of the first quarter. Cyclones up 7-0 over the Aquin Bulldogs. We'll take a quick break and be back here for the second quarter here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
Welcome back to Aquin High School as we get set for the second quarter of action here against the Cyclones versus the Bulldogs. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by M&B Furniture. M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store, is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. For everything you need to furnish your home, stop in and see the fine folks at M&B Furniture at 481 West Main Street, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.mbfurniturinc.com. You can also call them at 309-772-2111.
End of the first quarter is going to bring West Prairie Southeastern down to the other side of the field. Going to try to move the ball up the other way.
Well, that's kind of what we were talking about, folks. Looks down and went to hit quarter, and it didn't go to quarter. It gave the Cyclones a point. So
a little bit finicky.
You know, it's just a little finicky, but other than that, it will be pretty fine. Cyclones get set for. As they get ready to punt. Laughlin lets that one out, and a nice spiral as that's going to drop past the 25. They're not going to let him get it. Oh, they will pick it up right there. Defensemen are right there. Can't get a hold of him. Breaks 2 tackles, breaks 3 tackles, tackled down by, I didn't think they were going to drop that. I think they're going to let it go at the 10, but he'll get about 15-yard return. Tackled by Clayton Hunt.
Great punt. If he wouldn't have picked that up, still would have been an even better punt. But him picking it up and running it, about 15 yards? Still better than being back there.
Great boot by Jensen Laughlin. That's showing that soccer styling that he used to play. Still kind of shows it with those neon boots down there. Well, Bulldogs set for their second possession of the day. Going to throw trips out to the right side. They're going to let him go as that man's wide open. They'll catch it. Right there's Barkley. He's going to throw him down. So a nice gain on the play. So
First down, Bulldogs.
Great pass there. Coverage was, that man was wide open.
About 37-yard pass, and that's one thing with this 8-man football is they might be lined up on side, but whoever is on those side is a legal receiver. So he was blocking. They're going to run the same exact play, and that man is right open, but there will be a flag, might be a hold. But they threw the same exact play. They didn't pick him up again. He was open. Holding for the Bulldogs. They'll move him back 10. 1st and 20 now. 11:30 remaining here in this second quarter.
Even if you play a great game, like a couple of flags, that can turn it over. That can give the other team some momentum. Lose your momentum.
First down and about 25.
See, now you're all the way back here.
Ooh, 1st and 25.
Oh, yeah, it could be worse.
That's going to be a major block right there on Clayton Hunt, I don't understand why they didn't see that. The referee was staring right at him. But that'll move up to about back 12. I don't know where he was looking at, but 2nd and 19 as the ball will be on the 46. Back out to this trip side. Watch out on that left last man will probably be running out for a streak as he'll look to pass. Wide open. If he could stop it. Oh, almost picked off. Laughlin was perfectly playing right there, and Barkley on the corner pretty much had to slow down, move his body around him. If he would have just stopped and turned instead of turn and turn and turn, he might have been able to pick that one off. However, 3rd and 19 on the incompletion.
Had it right in his hands, too.
They're going to set up once again. All right, this referee is not putting it in the right spot. Come on. You've got a line right there. Just look down the line. There we are. Once again, back into this trips. And it's kind of like an offset trip, so you got a full line as they send a man in motion down on the sideline. Looking around, looking at the pass. Going to let that one air. Perfect position. Can't get a hold of it on the interception. And, man, you know he wants that one back. Xavier Hilton played that perfectly and pick, but it just tipped right off the tips. 4th and 19 now from the 46. We'll see if they try to, get some momentum back on their side, try and convert. 11-12 remaining here in this second quarter. For a second I went, oh, there's no way that can be right, but then thought about it on an incomplete pass. Incomplete pass, yeah, that would be right. Got to send equipment failure. It looks like maybe his strap might be broken. They'll send Clayton Hunt in for him. That is Aiden Akers, who's looking on the left side. Ready to punt. Bulldogs are going to look to, did a little bit of Aussie Styles run out before the punt. That one will be stopped and went out of bounds around the 18-yard line. 3rd possession here for the Cyclones offense.
Trying to keep that on in the playing field. Kind of looked like I was watching basketball there for a second.
As he ran up, went around, he's got the hops for it. Could have been a real nice Dominique Wilkins-style dunk. In any case, here comes Ashton Barkley out to the field. Also in is Andre Roberts for the line. Line consisting of Mikey Kitch, Andre Roberts, and I do believe that is Tristan Canterbury, I think, as he moves over. Excuse me, that is Clayton Hunt as it moves around.
Pass.
Screen pass. Can't really get much on it, however. Nice blocking to get up. Maybe it gets around a gain of 6. Gain of 5. We'll go with gain of 5.
He was able to walk through a couple defenders, but that last one, I mean, what are you going to do without your legs?
That's one good thing about this Cyclones team is they're able to move around. They are quick on their feet, and they're always looking up. Talk about hard-nosed football. You put your head down and move down. That's good on some teams, but an 8-man football, when you're looking out and everything's spread, being able to move and see exactly where you need to go for holes is perfect. Barkley on the pass. It's going to be across his back, caught by Jensen Laughlin for the first down and a little more, but he's going to be tripped up right around the 31-yard line. He will get the first down, however, on the pass.
For a first down. Brings up 1st and 10.
That is a great pass by Barkley to look over and throw across his body. Kind of had to move his shoulders real tight out and around to Laughlin, able to catch. So multiple receivers being used by the Cyclones team as Barkley comes in with the play. Mikey Kitch, Carter Hitz, and Andre Roberts on the line. They'll call a timeout. A little bit of confusion taken by the Cyclones. So we'll take a timeout as well and be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I became a nurse practitioner because I wanted to do more, I wanted to learn more, actually have more hands-on individually with patients. The rewarding part for me is that I get to come to work and learn something new every single day.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
As we are back here, 1st and 10, motion for the Cyclones. They'll hand it off. Upside, he's going to get through one, can't get through the second. Hilton on the run. Xavier will probably get around a gain of 2.
Looked like he was trying to run up the middle, but he found that hole outside. Unfortunately, got stopped a little bit shorter than I think he would hope.
Pretty much, you just got to find that open hole and push right through. As they keep on moving the ball up, that's the name of the game. Just keep the ball pushing up and up and up. Shotgun formation, 3 wide. Once again in motion, snaps a little high. They'll run it and do the same thing. This time he goes straight up, and he'll get up to about the 41-yard line. 3rd and 1.
Go dirty and then send Campbell. Tackle by Cooper Hathaway.
Well, it should be 3rd and 1. There we go. The down marker was just a little messed up. So we'll see what they do. Probably go back to that I formation, throw that fullback rush in. And it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. 3rd and 1 here for the Cyclones. As they hike the ball, give it to the fullback. He's going to get pushed through and get up to the 45-yard line. 1st down, Cyclones. On the rush, that is 23, Owen Rigg.
Owen Rigg on the carry for a 1st down.
Perfect up the middle play. Perfect opportunity for it. That's the kind of football I love to see.
Exactly. You know,
you
coming back to that, 11-man football, especially around here, you just run. That's all you do. Run up the middle. Sure, there's technically 7 or 8 holes you can put it in, but it's all up the middle. Just keep on pushing through. They're going to go tight 1 man out to the right. Give it off to Laughlin. Jensen's going to try and get upfield. He's not going to do anything as he is sandwiched on the tackle. On the tackle is Austin Hilby, and also there is Cameron Neubauer.
No gain at all there.
Couldn't do much of anything. They gave him maybe, a half a foot. So we'll just say 2nd and 10.
What's kind of messing me up is it looks like the ball's on the line.
The down marker is.
The down marker's maybe a foot in front of it.
Instead of the down marker being where the referee is, he's putting where the referee's feet are, and the referee is kind of wide stance in it. So they'll go back to the same formation. They'll run the opposite of the play. Barkley's going to try and get it out. As he does, it's going to be caught. Don't believe he does get a hold of it. Incomplete as it'll drop.
Brings up 3rd and a long 9.
Down there you can see on the line, that is Zach Van Horn, the senior, just kind of huffing and puffing down. A lot more running, as you see in 8-man football. 7:29 remaining here in this first half. 7-0 still your score. Both teams matching up pretty evenly. Barkley with the pass. He's got a man rushing as that one is caught. Going to try and get through for the 1st down, and he does. Gets past the 40 into the 39, 38-yard line. That caught by Denver Mitchell, who already has a receiving touchdown on the day. 1st down, Cyclones.
Got tripped up by that first defender, he got through the first defender. Second one tripped him up, 3rd one came, finally took him to the ground.
That's what you need. You need well, when we were playing, it was 11 hats, but you need 8 hats on the ball, no matter where you are. It could be on the far side, on the lineman. You know, when you just go, that's far away. I'm not going to run towards it. That's when they score a touchdown. 1st and 10, empty set. Quick pass over and across, but can't get a hold of it. It's a nice job, however. He can't get a hold of it, but Jesse Johnson knew that it was a forward pass, but if he was behind there and that would have been a fumble, he made sure to get right back on it just to be sure. 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass. Out to the left hash mark. And hash marks are also really important if you're using the jet sweeps to keep moving around. And so you can use that sideline to your advantage. 6:51 remaining in the second quarter. Barkley with it. Got a man rushing him, but he's just going to keep it, get across, runs out, right around a 6-yard gain they'll give it. You know, this offensive line, you can see getting a little tired, getting a little, bending a little bit more than they were at this beginning.
They had it pretty locked down at the first quarter, but I see what you're talking about. A little bit of give in there.
A little bit of give, and you're seeing that the Bulldogs are adjusting as well, not throwing in as many rushes as they were really important to the beginning of this game. However, multiple big plays have come from that open spot if they run a blitz. Barkley with it. He's going to keep it on the draw, but right there, keeping a spy on him. Perfect play.
Looks like it'll be.
Loss of about 7.
Yep, lost about 7.
Well, look down. I believe that is Abbott Thruman on the tackle. 4th and 12. We'll see what the Cyclones do with 6:18 remaining in this second quarter. Up 7-0. They really want to see if they can progress the ball here. As they're going to go for it. Empty set once again. Probably watch out probably to Denver Mitchell here on this left sideline. Hikes the ball, 2-man rush, 2-man spy. So Barkley's going to air it out to Jensen Laughlin down at the touchdown zone, but he cannot get it. Turnovers on down.
Just a little bit too far out ahead in front of the receiver.
Led him a little bit too much. Turnover on downs. Bulldogs take the ball on the 40-yard line. It'll be a water break. We'll keep it here, however, as we've got 5:50 remaining in this first half, second quarter. I swear every time I do a football game, I always mix those two up, even though I know exactly what I mean to say. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by The Watering Hole. The Watering Hole in downtown Augusta is open. In Augusta, says good luck area teams this season. Stop in for a cold drink Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. to 1 a.m. with happy hour 4 to 6. Then Saturday, 1 p.m. to 1 a.m. and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Watering Hole says good luck area teams. Gonna have to edit that copy. It looks like we threw in a couple extra words when we were editing from last year. We do thank all our sponsors here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. If you or someone you know does want to help sponsor, all the streams that we do for local teams, help us be able to, get some more people interested and help out, we'd love to have you. Contact Dwayne Hulett, do believe, the Hulett PubliPro LLC.com. At gmail.com. That will be your hookup for anything you need there. 1st and 10. Looks to go inside on the fullback run. Perfect placement by Xavier Hilton to find the man and tackle. Maybe a gain of 1, if any.
No gain.
No gain on the play. Up front, Cyclones have been playing really well. Both teams have been pretty good up front, but Cyclones have been locked down. It's only on the outside when you get multiple defenders that they really have any issues. And that was a nice little sneaky play. Couldn't get a hold of it. Oh, and he trucks, but able to hold on right there. Great play by Jesse Johnson to get rocked in the front, but able to hold on the grasp and finishing the tackle. However, it'll be a gain of close to 20 as they get to the 40-yard line.
See, that's where it's important to wrap up. I mean, you might get hit, but if you got a hold of them, you're going to go with them.
If he hadn't wrapped up, could have been a touchdown. You know, he wraps up another 2 yards, if any. Back out to the, looks like it's going to be tight left. Man in motion. And they're going to run the same exact play. It's that trap to the right side as spinning around.
Use the sideline as a defender there.
Perfect. Cam Kramer for the first down. I didn't really see it that first time, but that second time was able to see it. You got that defender comes over on, the wideout comes over on the motion to open up and just stands there and sets the trap perfectly. Gets the man out of the way, just curves right underneath and up.
I wonder if they're going to run something very similar.
Looks like they are in the same formation, same motion. However, I bet they run something a little different. Indeed, they do. They run the other way, and they get about a gain of 6. That's exactly what you do. If it works, work it again. If that works really well, especially, run the opposite.
Exactly. I know my team used to do that back in the day. Run the same play like 2, maybe 3 times, then run the exact opposite play.
Exactly, especially if you can throw in, inside, 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 outside, as they do right there. That's stopped by Cam Kramer. That's perfect place right there. Pearson will get a rush of maybe 3, but 3rd and 3. 3rd and 2, they'll give him a little extra.
3rd and 1.
So probably they're back in there, wide out to the right. It's a keeper up, and right there's Xavier Hilton, but he's going to be able to get the first.
Quarterback keeper.
Gets about 2 on the rush, and first down, Bulldogs.
Bulldogs.
I mean, last quarter we had a pretty similar situation. They drove it down the field, but they ended up getting it stopped and turned over back to West Prairie-Southeastern.
In the second quarter.
West Prairie will take a timeout, and so will we here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. It is about 4:12 remaining in this half. We'll catch you right after this.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
Welcome back here. Still on a timeout as we're coming back to the game. That's the second time our router fell, so I'm just going to keep it right there. They're going to look again. Might be too many players on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nah, it might be equipment. Jensen Laughlin. They'll switch him out, see what's up with that one. Well, and we are set 1st and 10 here on the 15-yard line for the Bulldogs. Motion man once again looking to pass. He's wide open on the left side, but they're going to go for the touchdown, and they get it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Aiden Wolf back into the game after he was, had that injury, little mishap at the beginning, but Hunter Buss able to catch that on the post. And now it is a 6-7 game. You'd obviously think they're going to go for 2 here. So don't think they have the Jensen Laughlin type boot for a kicker.
Yep, definitely going for 2.
Empty set, going to move to trips to the right. On the blitz, however, they cannot get it too high. Nice pressure by the Cyclones, gets it 7-6, your score as we get set close to the end of the first half. 4 minutes remaining, 4 minutes remaining.
They did have that one man open on the far side of the field. But
that left side, he was perfect right there for the screen, but they're looking right for the right side. Probably looked a little bit closer to what they had just ran for that touchdown. Instead of running a post, it's kind of running a little more of an out. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. McDonough District Hospital and the MDH Rehabilitation Center, with locations in Bushnell and Macomb, provide athletic trainers who give expert help to area student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. I'm going to have to put these into a little bit of a bigger print. I'm realizing that I've been talking for so long, it's getting a little bit hard to read and talk at the same time. Coming out to receive are the Cyclones. Looks like Cam Kramer and Jesse Johnson back to receive. Also, Jensen Laughlin, Denver Mitchell, Ben Wren, Owen Rigg, Aiden Akers, and looks like Garrett Walker. That will be your 8 men out for the return team.
Kicking off for the Bulldogs.
Once again, it's tripped me up this entire game, having 2 Aidens on each opposing team.
For the Cyclones,
almost lined up on the wrong side, the Bulldogs. Got 4 on the right, and they're going to go heavy on their right. I believe they do have to switch it over. Yes, they will. They got to line them up. Special kickoffs rules line. You have to be on the line. Have to be, balanced out. 4 and 4 for each side. Well, the whistle is gone, so over the kick, and it's going to be another squib. They'll let it go out, however. Pretty much, he kicked the tee farther than the ball. Illegal procedure is the call, so they'll move it up, and they'll get, again, great field position for the Cyclones here. Is going to get a push to keep this lead and maybe even extend it here in those last 4 minutes. 1st and 10. We'll see where they place it. See, they should be able to move it up. There you go. Put it on the 50. Should be a 5-yard penalty. Cyclones coming back out. Barkley with the quarterback. He's been playing really well today. The entire team has. It's just been, little mistakes, great defense on the other side. Really just been holding them down. Empty set to start this one out. 1st and 10. 7-6 your score here with 4 minutes remaining in this half. Barkley with it. It's got pressure on his backside. Wide open ball. Almost picked off. Trips him up on the dive. Once again, just overthrew him just a little bit and kind of leaned a little too left on that streak.
Just out of reach, too. It's not even that far of an overthrow, but just a couple of feet will make the difference.
Exactly. 2nd and 10, especially if you're running one of those go routes and stuff like that where you're not counting on, you got these many yards cut, this many yards cut. You're looking at, after a couple of yards, look back and pray. 2nd and 10, back to empty set. They're probably going to keep it like this for most of the game. Out and around to Denver Mitchell. He'll get about 5 yards on the carry. Yeah, it was a pass, not a carry. 3rd and they'll give him 6, so 3rd and 4. That screen play has really been helping them. They can keep that moving, keep that going. Might open up a little bit of a play action.
Screenplays are great tactics, especially if you've got no one within 5 yards of you. You could get some good yardage on those.
Back again to the empty set. He's going to look to pass. He's going to step up into the pocket. Oh, man, that's going to be picked off. And he's only got a couple men to beat him. Tackle by Carter Hitz at the 49-yard line. Intercepted by Hunter Bass. And, man, I don't know if he knew if he was going to go to him at that start. By the time Barkley was back, he stepped up into that pocket, and he kind of got that full reach like he's going far. But his hand just kind of like his hand just dropped.
I think he was looking for the deep pass, but
he changed his mind either at the last second, maybe even slipped. Who really knows? 49-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. as they get just great field position with 3:45 remaining here in this first half. Going to try and take the lead here. 7-6 your score.
Motion sweep.
Right there, but played perfectly. Maybe gets one on it. Ball's out, but they'll say he's down.
Brought down pretty much at the line of scrimmage, it looks.
No fumble on the play. No fumble on the play.
2nd and 10.
Pretty much no gain, which is really great when you have a motion sweep like that to get no gain, especially at the line. That shows that these linebackers know exactly where they're going and knowing how to stop them.
Great plays by the linebackers so far today.
Trips left has the one man out here on the right, however, that can go out. So that will even it up. Oh, a great swim. However, that'll be a flag. Caught, but has the flag. So we'll see what he means by that.
We have a flag on the play.
Holding. So that'll move him back.
Bulldogs.
And I don't know if you saw right there at that beginning, but Carter hits, comes right out of his stance, and first thing he does is just swim right over the smaller defender. You know, he's not a small guy in himself, but man, before I think that even offensive lineman knew that he was set, there was a hand above him and he was gone, waiting to get towards the quarterback.
It looked like he was trying to let him go straight through. He did it so smooth and easy, just right through.
Second and, well, a lot. Second and a lot. About 25 plus. It's going to be a motion out to the side. Tackle down. Roll the clock. He did not go out, so about a gain of 3.
Brings 3rd and about 23.
About 2.5 minutes left in this half. All around great playing by both teams.
One thing has been holding. 3 holding penalties so far this game. You know, there hasn't been another flag other than that first offsides. But, you know, they're trying to do whatever they can to protect these quarterbacks. It's going to be that counter play that we had talked about. And Jensen Laughlin trying to push off, trying to get open.
He's
and
got
he's
some yards there. He might catch him.
Cam Kramer can get him. He got him on the horse collar, however. Got him with the horse collar. Brian Dawkins, be proud.
What a run, Allender.
So a long run will be a horse collar, so it'll be half the distance to the goal. First down. And, man, you know,
caught up to him.
I mean, you got to give it to him. You don't want to say it, you know. Bad hand placement, but that's that perfect spot to go to.
It's almost like they got a carry handle back there.
That'll bring 1st and 10 at the 5. 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and this is exactly what they're looking for after that interception. 2 minutes left as they get close. 5 yards to go to taking the lead.
There's going to be some tough defense to play here.
They're back into tight formation. Inside, they're going to run to that trap, but right there as Carter hits, cleaned up, and right there, Owen Rigg able to finish it as he gets good defense. This is exactly what they need.
About a yard loss there.
2nd down and 6.
Second and goal on the 6. 1:18 remaining. They're probably just going to let the clock roll down a little bit. Don't give West Prairie any chance because West Prairie does kick off to start out the second half. Hikes the ball, moves out to the right side. Right there again as Carter hits. And, man, he's just unblocked throughout both those plays. And, you know, you look down and you know he's a good DN. He's a quick player. But right there shows exactly why he is so good. He's able to wrap up. Timeout taken by the Bulldogs. So will we here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Welcome back here to Freeport, Illinois. About a 3-hour drive for us from the Macomb area, as we got an all WIU crew that's not working for WIU today. Me, Ken Suter, Wayne Hoy, and Tanner over there on the corner, Tanner Mulholland from Knoxville. About 53 seconds left on the 6-yard line, as looks like West Prairie is going to take a timeout and talk a little bit through it. We'll stay here as they're looking for a touchdown, a Tom Conklin State Farm touchdown.
Looked like Aquin was running out of water there. Had to run over, fill him up.
Well, it is kind of hot out there. You get some breeze as you can look towards the trees. We don't, however, in the box. We got a wide open window and a little window up top, but, man, the wind is just on the far side of about to the right of us. Not really much blowing in. They'll call for the whistles, so 53 seconds remaining. So far, Carter Hitz has stopped both of the Bulldogs' attempts for the touchdown.
You know, there is a fan in here, but I feel like if we plug this in and turn it on, it would just blow dust around.
Pretty much, yeah, now that I look at it. You know, hey, speed run allergies, so. Back out in shotgun, going to send a man motion. Going to go heavy right. Going to look to pass, and he's going to swing out to the wheel right there to tackle him. Great job by Owen Rigg, and that is what he do, firing up the sideline over there. And now it is fourth down.
That was a hard hit.
Man, what a play. Owen Rigg.
He's a little shaken. I think he's coming out.
I do believe he does have to come out. He's a little slow to come up. That is number 4. That is Austin Hilby on the catch. And a shout-out to him. He was able to catch and hold along to that ball with that hit. But Owen Rigg probably –
getting rocked like that is never fun.
4th and it looks like 16 after multiple backwards plays. Going to look to pass. Trips into the midsection, out towards the flood.
Oh.
It is incomplete. That was complete.
It was complete?
They didn't call it incomplete, but it was complete.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It was really close, but he was able to hold it onto that thigh pad. But in any case, incomplete. 4th down, turnovers on downs. And the Cyclones able to hold on great plays by Owen Rigg and Carter Hitz.
I think that one just skimmed the grass there.
25 seconds remaining, 7-6. We'll see if they go for a kneel to wait it out or they take this one shot to go wide. Knowing Coach McCormick, it's probably going to go wide. Well, and that will be I formation. They'll take a knee. That'll be the end of the first half. 7-6, your score. Man, just a great game so far.
Great game. I mean, the score, each touchdown was earned by each team. Each team's keeping up defense, keeping up offense. It's pretty close here.
As they head down to the locker rooms, we'll see if they can keep a hold of this momentum. Both teams really pushing hard. You know, it's getting a little close, a little chippy down there on the line, especially as the game goes on. It's kind of what normally happens, you know. You don't really see it in games that are wide open, score. But these close games, that's when you really get to see what type of player you are. Because if it's really close like that, you're not going out and, you know, having fun with many scores, rushing around, big hits. With a game like this, you are locked in, hard-nosed. You just got to keep pushing. Yeah. So, in any case, we'll take a quick break here for halftime. Be back with a little bit of a halftime interview, as we'll be right back right after this.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, This is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
I became a nurse practitioner because I wanted to do more, I wanted to learn more, actually have more hands-on individually with patients. The rewarding part for me is that I get to come to work and learn something new every single day.
Every day, we walk through these doors, not knowing what waits. It's not easy, but we do it every day because our mission is you. Providing you compassionate care and providing you the best possible patient experience. McDonough District Hospital.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
Like a huge weight lifted.
Welcome back to halftime here at the Freeport Aquin High School. 7-6 your score as the Cyclones have really taken a hold of this one offensively and defensively. Has a few hiccups here and there, but other than that, both teams really just been playing strong. And you just saw an example of bend don't break, which has been, it's cliche, but that's been this entire game of bend don't break. You get down, have a personal foul on the horse collar, and just to come up and stop them with a 1st and goal on the 5 to end on a 4th and 16 goal. Really great defense.
Yeah, great defense down on the I know that next to the goal line, it's a little bit nerve-wracking being a defender. You're right there. You don't have much room to stop them, but that's your job.
Exactly. You feel just kind of like, back against the wall, literally, as right there is the big wall. As we get set, 6-7, a missed 2-point conversion. That's all that's really breaking between both of these teams, as Jensen Laughlin was able to kick in the point after. You don't really see the field goals much in high school, but Jensen with his leg, we've been able to see many of those this year. Well, not this year, but last year, hopefully more this year's first game of the year. Ashton Barkley also been playing great at quarterback, really been utilizing that shotgun formation. Had to run around a little bit at that first quarter. Really had to get his feet underneath him, figure it out. Has overthrown a little bit, but, it's the first game. You're going to have issues like that. He has had that one touchdown to Denver Mitchell, who has about 3 or 4 catches on the day. One really big one, that touchdown. The rest mostly have been screen passes that he's been able to catch for a passing yard of 1 and turn it into about a gain of 6 or 7.
Yeah, honestly, the pass game, there's been a couple big passes, but overall it's been the run game for both teams that have been getting them where they get to on the field.
Utilizing Jensen Laughlin out on those left sides. Inside, they've mostly been going to Xavier Hilton, as Hilton's filling in that fullback spot. That's really effective for the Cyclones team. They don't go to it a lot, but in the main drives when they need it, their fullback has always been there these past few years.
Yeah, the fullback is most usually the powerhouse running back of the team. They're there for the short drives, the hard hits, just punch it through.
Talking about hard hits, Carter Hitz has been playing exceptionally well. You know, he's been on this offensive line, so he has had help there, but man, that defensive line has really been shining today. The main contributor towards stopping that first and goal play, as he had 2 really great sacks. One was a sack, one was technically a rush. He was able to get out of it. However, he's been able to get off the edge, come around that backside, and the main thing that I've noticed, which, you know, I've seen a lot, mostly by, you know, quicker, speedier linemen kind of like him, which I was never, so I couldn't ever tell you how to actually do it. But right when he gets past to the line and knows where he is, he bends that U perfectly to go straight north, east, west, instead of looping in 5 yards and trying to turn around. He's getting straight there, right where the quarterback is.
He's playing a perfect containment game on that one. Just lock it down.
For Aquin, you know, it's kind of hard when you look at Aiden Wolf as one of the first plays out there. He came out, you know, and he had a little issue, was able to come back into the second quarter, so it seemed to be minor. But at first, he was trying to run around everywhere, and it just really wasn't working. This defense for the Cyclones have been doing pretty good. Contain, you know, they'll get 4 or 5 yards here, but the next play, they'll stop him. It's just kind of that yo-yoing around that, you know, that's kind of how the game goes.
Yeah, I'm surprised about how many times I've said either no gain or loss.
Multiple times, as, you know, Aquin able to score on that pass play, as Hunter Buss was able to catch it. Also has interception on the day, as that's been one of the only few mistakes. It's just really, you know, one play mistakes by both these teams that have really stopped, you know, any momentum coming through. Multiple turnovers on downs by incomplete passes. Had a couple of blown up plays, especially for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, the Bulldogs a couple times looked like they were trying to run another play, but even when it got broken up, they were able to set back up, do something else with the ball, and it most of the time about 5-7 yard gain each time, even though it was a broken up play.
As we look about 5 minutes remaining here in this halftime, we'd like to say that TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. Thank you for voting McDonough District Hospital Rehabilitation Center as best of the best in McDonough County. Let their experienced and dedicated sports medicine and rehabilitation staff show you why MDH has been voted best of the best in 2017, 2018, 2019, and again in 2020. 3 convenient locations to serve you, 2 in Macomb and 1 in Bushnell. As we'll take a quick break here, we'll be right back as we are getting close to second half action here at Aquin High School. 7-6 your score, Cyclones over the Bulldogs.
We're an 11-bed ER. I pride myself on every day that the patients get what they need and see a physician when they need it. We want them to be headed towards the road of recovery when they leave here. I feel like we have nurses that care so much. We're more than a team. It's a family, and we want what's best for the patient.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
And welcome back here, halftime of this game. Cyclones up 7-6 With us is our cameraman, Tanner, who will be pretty much following us throughout the rest of the year between most of our games. Has already done a volleyball game this year with us. Tanner, so what's your experience in sports to get into this?
I've always loved watching sports. Football's something that every Sunday, it's always on the TV. And it's kind of any chance I get to go to any high school game, it's always a great experience, and the atmosphere is always amazing.
Already through Western, you are a sophomore this year, correct?
Yes, I am.
And what's your major?
Accounting.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you were smart. Yeah, smart enough to sit in a car with me, listening to me scream over the radio for 3 hours as we came up to here. As we get set, you know, one thing that we talked about big is our fantasy football draft that is coming up later.
Oh, yeah.
And you talk about a team, you know, they don't do them in high school, but if they did a high school fantasy draft, one player that you definitely want to have right now is Hunter Buss, as he's had multiple catches and that interception and that touchdown. You know, these teams able to move around. You're seeing now, as this is your first 8-man football game, that you have seen a lot more moving around.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely a lot more moving around and a lot more opportunities for running.
As they have less men able to get that cutback lane, able to move around. That's kind of one thing that I thought, I don't know if I like this 8-man football stuff, as we happened to change about pretty much the year after I had graduated. So I didn't think anything of it. I didn't think I'd like it or anything like that. But now, looking at it, I'm starting to come around, starting to really like how we're doing it. Later on this year, we'll be doing more and more. Most likely, we'll have the 8-man football championship game like we did last year. And love to see anybody out there watching. Just tune in to those. We will take about 1 minute 1:43, so they'll have their 3-minute warm-up session after this, and then we'll get ready for second half action. We'll make sure to change that to the third quarter onto our screen. That's pretty much the one thing when we're going through and touching the scoreboard, I always forget to change that over to the third quarter. So we'll take a quick break, get the headset back on to Wayne over here, and we'll be back with you right after this.
Every day, we walk through these doors, not knowing what waits. It's not easy, but we do it every day because our mission is you. Providing you compassionate care and providing you the best possible patient experience. McDonough District Hospital.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
Welcome back to second half action here at Freeport Aquin High School here. West Prairie-Southeastern playing them as they're going to get their little bit of a warm-up circle set up. Freeport, I don't know if they're going to go out and stretch. There they go. A little bit late to the party here. As we come back, we like to say that TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by MTC Communications. Having slow, unreliable internet just doesn't cut it in today's world. MTC Communications offers lightning-fast, reliable fiber internet, video, camera, and phone systems to the McDonough, Henderson, and Hancock County areas. Visit mtc.crowdfiber.com to check your availability. Also brought to you by the Community News Brief. For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief weekly edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. You can also receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All this only $42 per year or $38 per year if you are 65 or older. Copies can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville. New year, new reads. We've got more sponsors, different sponsors, change sponsors, ads around. So if you see me trip up these first couple of games, it's because I've had these things memorized throughout, and I look down. There's another sentence in there that wasn't there. It trips me all the way up. So as we come down, 1:53 remaining in this warm-up period. Like to see coming out, Cyclones really hit it hard, push through fast. I'd like to see him start out with that fullback dive. Really keep the pressure on.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what they bring out for the second half. First half was pretty like hard hitting, I'd say. I mean, not too much by them, not a couple mistakes, and that's really the only problem. Just a couple mistakes, let them by sometimes, but usually we stopped them down at the goal line, you know.
And that goal line stop wasn't important because it had came off of a large run that was exacerbated by that horse collar tackle. You know, that's one small thing you got to clean up the penalties. Really, the second quarter was a lot better than the first when it came to penalties, but multiple holding calls on both teams. Wind seems to have shifted, and we're getting a little bit of wind back in, but not enough to really make this crow's nest a little colder, as it is quite warm. 44 seconds remaining in halftime for Aquin. What they've got to do is they've just got to calm down, see some lanes. That's been one of their problems with those past couple of game plays that they had ran, you know, in those last two drives, is they weren't really seeing clearly in my head from what we're looking up on here. Had some holes, had some gaps that they weren't cutting through and hitting. It was really just like, this is the play, I'm going to do the play. Oh no, someone's in my way. It's done.
Being able to read those holes is absolutely important and key for the running backs. That's something that could make a 2-yard gain into an 11, 12-yard gain. Just hitting one open hole.
Kicking off is Jensen Laughlin. Back deep to receive for the Bulldogs. That is Reed Pearson. Has one really good return so far this year. Well, this game. Yeah, that's pretty much this year's the same thing as this game at this point. But once again, there we go. They're lined up on the wrong line. I was about to say, why are you giving that much space? I know Jensen likes to boot it, but if he sees 15 yards in front of him, he's just going to put a little squib. Whistle is blown. Second half ready to start as Jensen gets his 10-yard run. And that one's going to be a squib right to number 12. That's good. Great job. He's able to catch it and get right back down. That is Braden Jackson on the catch. And that was a smart play. Came right to him. Grabbed the ball. Drop.
Immediately dropped it.
You can't be a hero when you've got, 8 men sitting right there, right in front of you. Yes.
Oh yeah, if you can't hold on to that football and you try to run it, if you drop that ball, you give it straight to the other team. There's nobody around to help you.
Motion by Pearsons. They're going to set up a out to the left side run. Good job by the Bulldogs as they get out towards the sideline. It looks like a gain of 6. Hadaway really has just been a really good player for them so far. Great on the defensive side on some of those blitzes earlier. And he's able to move around, get some lanes open. Kind of like a bigger styled player, but he's not a giant out there. Just enough that, people think twice before they really go to hit him. 2nd and 4. Now this is they're probably going to run this counter that they use multiple times out to the right. Oh, it's going to be a keeper as he's going to move around, but he does not get out to the line of scrimmage, and he is rocked. Great tackle, Xavier Hilton. He was right there for him.
About 3.
Yep. That's one of the things with the rollout is if you roll out 2 back, then no matter what, if you're going to keep it, then you can't do anything once you get back up. That was great awareness by those linebackers, by those corners to see, hey, it's a keeper, not a pass. I'm going to go for him. So 3rd and long, they're going to go, once again, go for the hard snap. Cutter hits, and a couple others also get it. So it'll be a 3rd and 3.
It's key to watch that ball.
Yep. And especially like coming back when you're amped up, 3rd down. It's, I need my momentum. Boom, that's when it hits.
Perfect time to run a
Counter to the right side. Set the motion in play like they had. Right there. That's exactly what they are running. However, it'll be a false start.
Penalty on the play. False start.
You can see what they're planning when it comes to their motion man. If he's going to run out for a really good blocking job, or he's going to go out for the route, he's going in motion, sliding out, looking upfield. But if they got that counter, he has them standing, side to side, looking at the other sideline, so that when that contained man comes around, he's right there to hold him. So that's a little bit of a trick. They probably don't want to say, hey, we're going to always go to the right side if this guy does that. But that's can tip you off, get you a little something if you are a linebacker.
Same setup on this play.
It's going to be a pass. He's going to roll to the left, however. Right there for him is caught.
Nice catch on the play.
Like
first down
10.
catch.
Alwinder on the reception for a first down.
Adam Alwinder on the catch. First down, gets about, I'd say around 10, maybe 11 on it. Good enough for the first. 10:27 remaining here in this third quarter. Still 7-6.
38.
Again, setting it up.
Into that motion, standing right across. It's going to be a keeper up top, and man, he's just met, but he can not get a hold of the tackle. He's going to push through and get around, I'd say about 5 yards on the rush.
Got to keep your feet driving on those. That's exactly what he did.
About 5. Second down and 5.
2nd and 5 for the Bulldogs. We'll see really what they're going to try and come out to do. They've been really getting that momentum on that rush play. Keep on pushing, keep on pushing, keep on pushing.
Wonder what they're going to do with it this time.
Moving across.
Motion.
Could be a handoff to the inside. That's going to be in
like
for
first,
the first down. And, man, they're just starting to pick apart a little bit of this defense. Cyclones are a little, I don't know where he's going, I don't know where I'm going type. They've kind of be on their heels just waiting to see, well, who's going to get it, where's it going to go, all that stuff, instead of kind of anticipating.
Yeah, with that motion that set they have there, they can run so many plays. As a defender, it's might be a little bit hard to read which way they're going to go with it.
Sending Reed Pearson out there once again. He's been their main guy. Out to the inside, and that's going to be swallowed up by the defensive line. Mikey Kitch in there as well as Owen Rigg.
Looks like a loss of about 2.
Loss of about 2, so 2nd and 12, 8:54 remaining.
Cyclones seem like they're starting to pick it up.
Starting to get their momentum back, getting it loose again, trying to have a little bit more fun out there on defense.
Wonder if the Bulldogs are going to run something similar. They're taking a little bit more time in the huddle, so maybe they're going to run something else.
As they come back out, that's why they moved out to empty set. Probably watch a motion on here. 2nd and 12. Pass plays have been working for him. Trips out to the right. Pass up top, wide open man, and he got it for a touch. Flag on the play. We'll see what that does. Flag on the play. But it will be a touchdown as long as it's not an offensive push.
I believe it's
pass interference.
Defense.
Pass on interference on the defense, and even the referee looks at him and says, you're going to want to decline that. So touchdown for the Bulldogs. That is a Tom Conklin State Farm touchdown.
Now 12-7, Bulldogs up on the Cyclones.
They're really going to need that 2-point conversion right here. Make it 14-7.
2 points. It's not a huge difference, but it can
the
make
difference
a big
right now
difference.
means a touchdown to take the lead. Now, if they can get that 2-point conversion, you need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. They'll assess the pass interference on the kickoff. That is for the touchdown drive. 8:14 remaining here in this third quarter. Bulldogs take the lead 12-7. Be kind of hard to score 4 points only in a football game, but it definitely has happened.
It'd be difficult to do.
Well, a little bit of confusion as they're trying to get set. You know, referees talking to both coaches saying, hey, it's going to be on the kickoff. Kickoff's going to be a little bit shorter. Set going to be, looks like, back again with that motion play, going to inside it. As it's a keeper to Wolf, and he's not going to get it. He is not going to get it. He is tackled down. So 0-2 on 2-point conversions, and that's going to be huge for him because that is 4 points right there that they did not get right now. If it's 12-7, one score, Cyclones are up again. We'll take a quick break here on TSSR Game Time Live and be back right after this. Twelve to 17, your score here as they get ready for the kickoff. Back deep to receive, Cam Kramer and Jesse Johnson once again. As the Cyclones going to try and get something out of this one. After that penalty, it will be a kickoff on the Cyclones' 45-yard line. So, wouldn't be surprised if this one goes out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, I would not be surprised for a touchback either.
Either they go squib as they kind of go out and it
out of bounds.
Of all the chances to do anything with, that's probably not really one you want to. They can't take advantage of that field position.
I don't think that's what they were really going for.
Not at all. So they'll move it back up, I believe. They'll assess it on the 35.
Looked like they were trying to put it in the dead zone there where
they
there's no returners, yeah.
Couldn't really get that accuracy at that point. You really want to push it deep and back. However, Cam Kramer is one heck of a runner, so you kind of also not want to give it to him either. A little conferring on where exactly they'll place the ball and how they'll put the penalty. With 8:14 remaining in this third quarter. 14-7 as the Bulldogs take the lead. 12. You know, I look down at a number and I say something completely different. That's the years of football coming in right there.
Oh boy.
They'll move them back. We'll see exactly how they want to mark this off. I don't know what the heck they're thinking. Yeah, they're well, I mean, the Coach McCormick over there discussing with the referee because it went out of bounds.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that'd be a penalty on the Cyclones there.
It's not on the Cyclones.
Well, I know, that's what I'm saying, but they moved the ball back.
As I can hear the other announcer over there, a lot of questions. Yep, that's what I'm going to go with, a lot of questions because oh, geez, that's why. We got a confirmation. It was because of the previous penalty. Since they were moved up, that penalty has to move up as well. That doesn't make any sense to me, but it is what it is. As he throws a pick right open, comes by. Barkley's able to get the tackle at the 20, but intercepted by Aiden Wolf.
That's
quarterback on quarterback crime there. It's the second pick for Ashton Barkley today.
That's going to be a huge hit to momentum there.
That little lull, man. That little lull of confusion of where nobody knows what we're doing. That'll rattle you.
You'll lose your focus. And you don't really have your head in the game at that point.
Bulldog ball, 12-7. Almost did it again. Almost said 14 once again, you know. So, their ball at the 20. And now the referees are talking stop the game once again, you know. You'd think we could play football.
You would hope.
Yeah, it is what it is. First down and 10 on the 20. A little bit of motion. Watch out for the streak right there. Carter hits right there with Owen Rigg. Open. Can't get it. If he would have caught that, would have been a great play, as he was Santonio Holmes in it, inside, reaching out behind the pylon.
Yeah, that would have been a difficult catch to make.
Very difficult. He had a lot of pressure on him, though. You could definitely tell this offensive line much better run blockers. When they go out to pass or a rollout, they're doing their pass pro, touch and moving, and keep on sliding instead of taking a guy on. If they take him head on, they can really do damage against these blockers. Against these rushers. But you can see Owen Rigg and Carter Hitz on that far side, definitely gunning for Wolf. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. Motion, it'll be a handoff to the motion man. Right there, however, is Xavier Hilton, as he is down. He is down. That is Reed Pearson.
Grabbing at his knee, it looks like.
Knee, leg somewhere right there. He is on the sideline, so.
Gonna put that.
Might be a cramp, however. It might be a cramp. We'll see. He is up. Has some movement on him. We'll talk to him. Yep, I believe. Kind of cramp on that.
Yeah.
On that calf.
Yeah, he's walking fine. He's just walking like he's got a cramp.
As you can see down there on that far side, he is down. So we will not see him out for just a little bit. That means a new motion man for this Bulldogs team. That is number 5, Kedis Ross.
They're gonna jump.
Man, that is the third time. That is the third time. And when he was in Bushnell, I played for McCormick. These guys are getting yelled at tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Or next practice. And it's one of those things that when you're in the stands or when you're watching, you go, well, obviously they're going to do that. Obviously they're going to do that. But once you get into the game, you get a little bit of momentum and you're huffing and puffing and you're trying to beat that man right against you. Man, it just clicks. It's one thing you just got to beat in, and beat in is like, don't jump. So 3rd and about 6. Looking to pass. Wolf with it unblocked. Cannot get the grab. So 4th and 6. And once again, unblocked. They leave that man out to the right there. That time it was Clayton Hunt. Just a little bit too slow on the drive. But that's going to bite him. That's going to come back and bite him if they can't get at least a chip off on one of those. All right, 4th and 6. Now, we'll call it 6. It's kind of more like a close 5. But 7:51 remaining, 6 to go. They're going to go close in the left, 2 on the right. 1 running back in, sends a man into motion. It's going to be that counter. Perfect play by Owen Rigg. Sees the counter, stops the counter, turnovers on down. That is exactly what they needed to do. If you saw that counter in that first half, they used that 4 different times, 3 times in a row, perfectly placed and got almost 40 yards out of it. 4th and down, they go right back to it, and Owen Rigg plays it perfect.
Perfect read. Absolutely perfect read. And that's, again, the Aquin's going to get down to their close to their end zone, going to turn it right back around on them, march it up the field.
That's the 3rd time this game so far that they've been in the red zone and they cannot execute.
Doing great under pressure.
Exactly. This defense is playing great under pressure. Can't say the same about the Aquin offense. 1st and 10, looking for the end around. Nice blocking out to the side, able to get the first and some more, I do believe. We'll see exactly where they place him.
It almost looks like they're going to place it pretty close.
Garrett Walker out on the far side, the senior wide receiver, had amazing run blocking. He had him up open lane for 5 yards and more. It's going to be a 2nd and let's call 1, as it is very close. 7:40 as he ran out of bounds. Carter Hitz coming into the game. A little confusion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, hold on. Okay, they got 8. I had to check. Fullback dive, and I don't think they got it that time. I do believe the defense stopped them as
wasn't able to go anywhere. It's like running into a wall.
They came right back to that I formation, but they only run that fullback dive out of the I other than on their first drive. So pretty much you knew exactly what they were going for. Third and close. 12-7 your score. Great game so far. Just a really great game, you know. You come out here and you expect a good game, but you never really know exactly what to do, especially against a Freeport team that I haven't personally seen, and both teams playing exceptionally well. Back again towards the motion. Handoff is not going to happen. It's going to be Carter. Cam Kramer, and he fumbles it, but he's able to. That's going to be towards the Bulldogs.
Looks like the Bulldogs
Yep.
recover.
Cam Kramer was moved in for the rush. However, he was not able to get it, but we do have a man down. We do have a man down by on the sideline, as they'll send the trainer out to come look at him.
Not sure where he's grabbing there. Might be leg.
Can't really see.
Might be a cramp.
As you can see the frustration over there by Cam Kramer. He sits down and just, man, he had it perfectly, just kind of lost the ball. And, you know, it's one of the things about Cam Kramer is still only a sophomore. You know, he's got ability, you know, but everybody goes through those growing pains.
Oh, yeah, he's got 2 more years, and he's already doing just fantastic.
He's coming in, helping out in big plays when he can. As a sophomore, will be playing more in JV a lot. He's going to be one of their main men in JV. But on kick return, you can already see that the kicker is trying to get out of the way, away from him, and that's for a reason. Last year, especially in JV games, he was amazing kick returner. They'll take a water timeout as we've had multiple cramps already in this one. It's a hot day out there.
It is. I wouldn't call it a scorcher, but in all that equipment, if I remember correctly, it's cooking under that helmet.
And, you know, no shade here at Freeport really to speak of, as you're right there in the sun. We'll take a quick break and be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
We're an 11-bed ER. I pride myself on every day that the patients get what they need and see a physician when they need it. We want them to be headed towards the road of recovery when they leave here. I feel like we have nurses that care so much. We're more than a team. It's a family, and we want what's best for the patient.
Welcome back here to Freeport Aquin High School, as Coach McCormick's out there discussing with the referees. Going to talk a little bit more to him. You know, I have a feeling he's got some choice words with him so far this game. You know, there's just been a little bit of, not too bad, but a little bit of, you know, confusion on some of their calls. But as they come back out of the timeout for water, 6:50 remaining, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs after that fumble.
Let's see if the Cyclone defense can stop them once again.
That's going to be a handoff. Man, you want to talk about kind of a great fake out right there.
Yep.
I don't know if it really could be shown there on the stream as it was happening real quick, but he had that perfect. He handed off the ball and stayed for a half a second. He looked at 3 different spots, and nobody could figure out where he was going. Now comes another. I believe that is Hathaway, number 22. And as he's huddling off, it's just another cramp, you know. That's the 4th, 5th, maybe?
Yeah, I think that's probably the 4th one.
You know, 2nd and about 4, as Reed is back in at number 8. It's going to be a keeper for Wolf. He's going to be swallowed up. Ooh, he's going to be short, however, for the first. So it's going to be 3rd and close.
Couple yard gain.
About 3rd and 1. Indeed, Reed Pearson is back in to the game after coming out looking a little worse for wear. Just under 6 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter. 12-7 your score. And the Cyclones just kind of have been shooting themselves in the foot this quarter, really. have not had the best third quarter out of any of them. It's going to be another keeper. Wolf will get the score this time. It will be the first and more as he's down to about the 19-yard line.
Yeah, this quarter feels like it's going pretty slow compared to the last two.
You know, you're seeing, I believe it's just between the change of possessions, you know, it's just kind of the mistakes. It's been a little sloppy this game. This
quarter at least, yeah.
Looking to pass, they get another blocker out there. They still can't help him on any rush. Incomplete.
Went right under his arm, that one.
You know, Wolf has connected, you know, both Tom Cochran State Farm touchdowns have come from passes. However, Wolf cannot get any pressure. You know, if he gets pressure on him at all, he gets so inconsistent, you know. He's been missing many throws out here, especially towards the right. You know, on that time they had Carter Hitz coming around.
Probably going to see that motion again. There it is.
They probably will see a little bit of a blitz as they do. Right there is Owen Rigg. They got 3 men right on him. Almost picked off, but it's caught by Buss. He's going to move around. He's right there. A little hit. Still on his toes.
Nope. Yeah.
Says he went out of bounds.
About, what is that, about 3 yards from the goal line.
About first and goal from the 3. Good catch.
Bulldogs first and goal on the 3.
I thought Jensen right there was going to get a pick. He was kind of right there in that perfect situation, but, man, just a little bit too far behind him. Look for the keeper as they hand it off to Hadaway, and he gets the score. Bulldogs with the Tom Cochran State Farm touchdown. That'll make it 18-7 here at Freeport and Aquin. 0-2 so far on 2-point conversions. Let's see if they can get another. Or get one, I mean.
Bulldogs are going for 2.
Let's see.
Wild formation here.
They're going to go for a field goal. That's what they're going to go for. Nope, they're going to go for a pass. Yeah, Carter Hitz is right there, but so is the rest of the team.
Yep.
I don't know. I have no idea what the heck they were thinking.
I've seen
I have no idea what they were thinking.
Similar trick plays in bigger leagues, and they don't usually, especially that style, doesn't turn out all that well most of the time.
They sent all their blockers out there towards the left. However, none of those blockers were going to catch it. So I don't know what they were thinking there. I mean, maybe it works. Maybe it works. That's all I'll say. But pretty much good defense by the Cyclones to see, hey, he's going to run for it, and I've got open space and one guy to stop 4 people. Math. Anyway, we'll take a quick break here, and we'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live right after this.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
And we are back here. Bulldogs up 18-7 over the West Prairie-Southeastern Cyclones. 5:10 remaining in this third quarter. As Cyclones just got to stop shooting themselves in the foot. That's really, they've got the defensive pressure that they need. They've got pretty much everything right. It's just small little things that are adding up.
A little bit loosey-goosey. Got to tighten up the screws.
But at the same time, you know, you don't want to get too tight.
Oh, not at all. You want to have fun out there.
Change in kickers. As out there, I believe that is Zach Van Horn out to kick. You know, and for Aquin has given us stats 6'2", 330 for the kicker. As they need a little help getting it to stay on. They'll have to hold there.
Oh, they're going to set it.
Oh, they're going to go for
horizontal.
Oh,
a little bit of flat ball there.
Let's see what happens here. Probably a little squibber. Indeed, they're going to try it. Picked up by Jesse Johnson. Johnson's going to move through. He's going to be able to get it up to about the 45-yard line before he is pushed out of bounds.
Picked up about, what, 7 yards on that run?
Yeah, right at the 45. So, yeah, changes for change's sake, I guess, because they're getting great field position like they always have so far. Back out To the offense is the Cyclones.
Cyclones will get the ball on the 45. 1st and 10.
West Prairie-Southeastern's just kind of been a little slow out the box for this one.
Empty set here.
Barkley with it.
Pass.
He's got a man coming right towards him on the right. He's got to get rid of it. As he does, right to Laughlin. Laughlin jumps a little early, but still catches it. And he's going to fight through, gets multiple people out. And he'll get dropped down around the 38-yard line. 1st down, Cyclones.
Great pass. A little bit under pressure. Rolled out just few steps. Threw it away. I mean, just excellent setup.
Pitch and catch. Pitch and catch. It's all it was. Laughlin, I don't know if he really thought he'd need to jump there. He kind of jumped and then realized, oh, it's kind of low, so I'll just grab it. But in any case, they're going to go right back towards it for the screen pass. Nice blocking, able to get an open lane. We'll get about 4 or 5. Denver Mitchell on the catch. Garrett Walker right there again on those screen passes has been doing really well blocking. Defender was able to shed off quicker this time, but he still got him open enough for a gain of 6.
I wonder if we're going to see another pass. Maybe a keeper even.
I'd say probably watch out for it. Blitz coming up on the left side, indeed.
Another screen
and then
pass.
Screen pass this time to Johnson. Johnson got open lane as he'll get up to the 20. First
Couple
down.
Pass complete.
Got 5 extra yards.
For a 1st down.
Now this is where I think maybe a keeper. We'll see. They'll take a timeout. Will be the Bulldogs, so will we here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
Welcome back here. 3rd quarter action here at Freeport Aquin High School. 4:33 remaining. 1st and 10. Barkley again an empty set. Looking to no blitz. He's going to pitch it, and so that one's going to be incomplete. They'll call a flag, however, probably pass interference.
Incomplete. We do have a flag.
Because kind of looking back, they were playing very up close and personal. So
close to an interception. He kind of bobbled it and eventually dropped it.
Yep.
But
pass interference on the defense.
Pass interference.
So that will move them up even more. And now the Cyclones have to execute here. Bulldogs have not been able to execute when they've gotten into close situations like this. They've gotten a few good plays. That's how they've gotten these touchdowns. Cyclones need this one here if they're going to keep pushing through with their momentum. 1st and 10.
From the 10.
1st and 10 from the 10. They'll go ahead and say goal. You know, it might have been one of those that, hey, if you get to inches, we'll give you another 4 downs. Empty set. Look for a screen pass, especially to Mitchell right here if they can get it out to him. Pass, ball, Laughlin inside. He can spin in, and he does for the touchdown.
Touchdown.
Great play, great spin.
Tom Conklin State Farm sponsored touchdown. We'd like to thank Tom Conklin and all the State Farm employees. You know, they've been a great sponsor for us for years so far. And again, touchdown for the Cyclones, 18-13. They're going to go back looking for the 2-point conversion to make it an 18-14 game.
Looks like they're setting up to kick.
I meant to say a kick.
And it will
Field
be a
goal,
kick.
that'll be in.
Yep.
Automatic. Automatic on the leg. 18-14, man. I just can't read today. 18-14. Bulldogs still up as they're going to receive right after this on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
Like a huge weight lifted.
TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by Good Hope Garden. Good Hope Gardens, located at 445 East Main Street in Good Hope, just east of the North Elementary School. Open April to October, Monday to Friday, 10 to 6 p.m., and Saturday, 10 to 4 p.m. for all of your fresh produce needs. Be sure to follow their Facebook page for daily updates. Currently, they have pumpkins and other fall goodies available. Grover and Mary Jo DeCounter and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it's grown. And brought to you by Country Financial Agent Brett Powell. Your farm is your legacy. As a leading farm insurer, Country Financial is here to help protect it. Call Brett Powell, your local country rep, at 309-652-3889 for a free quote today.
Laughlin going to kick it away.
Boots that one kind of over to the middle, picked up at the 30. He's going to be able to get a roll of that. Is Hathaway on the rush. He finds the open lane, gets to the sideline, and taken down by Aiden Agers about at the 50.
Yep, they're going to mark it exactly on the 50 there.
And that's a good job by the Cyclones, to find where he's going through, find where you've kind of slipped up, and able to get your pursuit right and get down.
Got to run where he's going, not where he's been.
Yeah, exactly. First and 10, 4:19 remaining here in this third quarter. 18-14 your score. The Bulldogs are up. Back into their kind of trips motion. That's been their main formation this game. They're going to hand it off right in the middle. Right there. Can't get a hold of him.
Oh, he's going to get it outside.
As he's going to try and juke off.
Wrapped up. Great wrap, though.
That's the thing. Oh, Xavier Hilton was the first one on him. Had him wrapped up. Just hadn't had anybody else. He was on the ground. He just had his leg caught. Able to get free. He gets another 5 yards. So 2nd and 2 on the 8-yard rush.
Bit of a sneaky handoff as well.
That's one thing I've noticed when they passed it off to Hathaway. They've kind of been a little bit slow on the handoff, so they don't know exactly where you're going. Handoff to Reed as he's going to get the first down and more as he's going to get up to the 30.
Wow.
And he loses the ball. Picked up, I believe that is Cam Kramer.
Yep.
Cam Kramer. No, I believe Xavier Hilton, excuse me. It's a 2 and a 1. They add up to 3. So, great job by the Cyclones getting that turnover game a little bit back into their favor.
That's big.
That is a big one to get momentum.
Looked like he just took it right out of his hands.
Yeah, he pretty much did. He was kind of stood up. That's another great thing about wrapping up is if you wrap up, he can't go down. He can't bend down. He's standing up. You got a perfect shot to strip. So, ball on the 30, 1st and 10 for the Cyclones. Around 3 minutes, 3:30 remaining in this third quarter. Empty set once again. This is what's been working, so why not just keep it? Looks like they're going to run a press, however, as they're right there looking for it. And again, perfect on the draw. Goes into the yard marker.
Just short of a first down.
It's kind of like it's not really pylon rules. So, yeah they'll call him about I don't know. It's got to straighten him back out. Let's say about a 2nd and 1, but the screen plays have been really working for him. Looks like they're coming back into like a heavy formation as they've got some of their taller guys in.
Wonder if we might see a run.
I'd venture to guess I formation fullback.
That's what I was thinking. Yep.
Indeed, they go right back towards it. They are filling the box defensively. It's going to be a sweep out. Laughlin with it. He gets the first down. Oh, shakes off the first tackle. Gets the 50. He's got a man wrapped up. Pass into the 44. And a great play. That's one good thing about it. If you get that fullback dive going, you've got your sweep right there.
Yep, the defense was crowding around inside. Well, might as well take it outside then.
Could have been a lot worse. The defense did realize, hey, we probably shouldn't put everybody in the box as they slide out a little bit, and that saves the touchdown on the run by Jensen Laughlin. First and 10 from the 44. Back to empty set is Ashton Barkley.
Yep, quick screen pass.
Really not much he can go to there as
No.
he gets swallowed up, maybe gets a gain of 1.
Tackle made by Jackson Aggie.
But, you know, gonna have to take those where it is.
Brings up second.
When you're able to get mostly, you know, 7, 8, maybe even 10 yards on screen pass, why not keep it moving? It's one thing that the Cyclones have been able to do with their passing game is they've been moving around, you know, doing quick screen passes, quick outs, throwing posts. They don't know, really, the cornerbacks don't know where they're going, so they're going to press right here, think it's going to be another short one.
Wonder if it's going to be a quick inside
And right
pass.
there,
Oh,
open,
far,
wide open is Jensen Laughlin, and he grabs it, and that's going to be a touchdown.
Yep.
Tom Conk State Farm touchdown for the Cyclones as they take the lead. And, man, I don't want to say I'm right, but when you see a press like that, I'm kind of right. They ran multiple short routes out to that side, left Laughlin wide open. That safety was just looking right at Denver Mitchell. You could see the eyes. You knew he did not even know that Laughlin was towards the left of him. Sets up the touchdown. Point after. Ready?
Put the Cyclones in the lead once more.
20-18, looking to make it 21. 2 for 2 tonight. That one's in. No, it is not.
Really?
Never mind.
Blocked. No good.
Must just be a
must have just
be the angle that we have.
Yeah, I mean that looked really good to me.
Yeah.
But in any case, 20-18 your score. The Cyclones take the lead back after, you know, we got down to around 4 minutes left in this quarter, and
someone
they
got there.
finally, I believe, some people are walking around with a little bit less weight in their behind as they see some chewed piles over there from Coach McCormick. But they are back and ready, taking the lead and hoping to keep it here with around 2 minutes remaining in this second quarter. We'll be back in 15 seconds right after this word by McDonough District Hospital.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Welcome back. 20-18 your score. Cyclones take the lead on a nice pass play from Ashton Barkley to Jensen Laughlin. Barkley having a great game so far. You know, he has had those 2 interceptions, but, you know, you take the good with the bad.
Yeah, I mean 2 interceptions, but
also 2 passing touchdowns.
Yeah.
So
that's a trade-off there.
20-18 was not a good year. Wasn't a good year at all.
Could have been worse.
Hey, you know, junior year is always the hardest. Once you get to senior year, you're like, oh, this is easy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. As we are both, you know, seniors in college, we both realized junior year was probably the hardest.
Yeah. I'd say that's about right. The ball's tilted forward.
Yep, with that wind. Yeah. Oh, they're going to roll with it.
Gonna kick
hey, they're gonna call off. Blow the whistle there, son. You can't.
Yep.
There you go.
That's. I was gonna say, I'm like, I didn't know you could kick the football like that.
Jensen Laughlin not on the kick. It's going to be, I believe, their JV. Oh, there he goes. Austin Nelson was out there, the freshman. Looks like they're maybe going to try a little bit of a different kick style. That one straight down the middle, rolls picked up.
Oh.
No, can't get a hold of it. On the 5,
Three
he's got
defenders.
right there. And
Oh.
arms.
Got
It
one
is
to beat.
all
2.
arm tackling. Laughlin, holding call.
Had he would have cut back, he would have been gone.
Arm tackle, you know, each person has
Yep.
2 of them, and all they used was those 2 arms. As Jensen Laughlin able to keep it, holding call will move it back, get some of their stuff back. But a beautiful kick undone by 5 arm tackles.
Yeah, that's you don't want to see it get a wrap up, and as my coach used to say, gator roll.
Wrap up and drive. You know, you got to push your feet. You can't. Once you touch someone, you can't just stop and say, it's, you know, I've got him.
Yeah, they'll just walk straight through that.
So after the holding call, they'll move him down to the 35, 1st and 10 on the 35. So still not great field position compared to the stuff that they have been getting. However, could have been a lot better for these Cyclones. Now we'll see with the Cyclones with the lead. They can keep up that defensive pressure that they've had most of this game. They're going to go all in. Tight, 2 running backs, kind of like a pro situation. Looking to pass. Ooh, down the field. Right there's Barkley. It's going to be tipped. Great job.
Great defense.
Barkley knew exactly how to play that one. You know, it was a little tall for him, so he jumped and just made sure that his hand was there. You don't need to go for an interception every time. Just make sure that they can't catch it either.
You don't need an interception to play great coverage.
That was a little bit of a nice play call by the Bulldogs to go tight in, you know, and then go pass out from there, try to trip them up.
You just kind of slipped out the middle there.
2, 3. Going to send the man in motion.
It's a different man than normal.
Indeed. It's going to be a handoff outside. He's going to bump it out right there. Perfect form tackle is Ashton Barkley. Really, really playing hard today.
Gain of about 4. Brings up 3rd.
Out there for Aquin. That is Dalen Long, who has been filled in for the normal motion man, who is normally Reed Pearson, the junior. Pearson taking a little break, so they'll put Raylan out there. 2 wide right. In motion. Handoff inside as there's a wall. They tackled the wrong player, but it didn't matter because right there was also another Cyclones player. So 4th and about 7, maybe 6. 1:15 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Cyclones have the lead. They're going to see if they can keep it.
Been a long quarter so far.
Man, right down there, that's 71, Jackson Easy. And you can look down at his wrist. I don't know if he pays attention to it, but his arm tape is completely wrapped, unwound. He's got about a foot of tape laying around. There goes straight back to that pass play. It looks like it's going to be a long ball to caught. Barkley able to push him out at the 30. But wow.
What a pass.
Almost about a 45-yard pass. Couldn't really remember exactly where they had the ball down at. I believe at the 30, so that'd make it a 60.
After the play brings up 1st and 10. From the 30.
I had my math completely wrong. That didn't make sense. Anyway, 1st and 10 on the 30-yard line for the Bulldogs. Get some momentum. Now they just need to keep it up. Underneath 1 minute left in this 3rd quarter.
Empty set.
Sent man in motion right there. They pulled it up inside and swallowed up by Mikey Kitch in the middle. Pearson, that back in normal, their main motion man, completely swallowed up.
Oh, yeah. And gain of 1 yard, I think.
Maybe they will give him just the 1. As they're going to let the clock run down the last 15 seconds. And we'll be here for the 4th quarter. 20-18 is your score. And, man, imagine if the Bulldogs had actually hit on all of those 2-point conversions. The amount they have missed.
It'd be a different ball game right now.
Very big difference. Very big difference. That will be the main factor when it comes down to this one. So we'll be back here for 4th quarter action on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
Every day, we walk through these doors, not knowing what waits. It's not easy, but we do it every day because our mission is you. Providing you compassionate care and providing you the best possible patient experience. McDonough District Hospital.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local country financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
Welcome back here to Freeport, Illinois, as we get set for fourth quarter action here between the Cyclones and the Bulldogs. 20-18, your score. And like we were talking about for the end of this one, those two-point conversion failures are coming back to haunt this Bulldogs team. You know, they'd be up one touchdown extra if they would have hit all three of those. Sweep outside, able to get around one tackler and get a wide open lane. Touchdown,
wow.
Bulldogs. State Farm. Tom Conklin State Farm touchdown for the Bulldogs. That's what I'm talking about by that cutback lane.
Yep.
Right where he would be going would be perfect. But right there was turned around, cutback lane.
Get a wide open lane there.
Bulldogs take the lead on that first play of the fourth quarter. 24-20. Now let's see. Okay, they're going to try this two-point play again, I do believe.
Hasn't worked.
They're going to change it back up. All right, they're going to change it up. Nobody knows what's going on anymore.
Yeah, a lot of confusion out there.
Different personnel switches. They're going to get some more men in. Looks like it's going to go right back to empty set.
Yep. I was just about to say that looks like they're backs.
Wolf is the quarterback.
Receivers.
There we go once again with the right there's Carter hits, and man, he got it. However, he got the interception. Great catch.
No, not conversion. Conversion.
Yeah. What did I say?
Interception.
I meant two-point conversion. You guys understand what I mean. Bus with the great catch. He's been their main player today. With
Very
that,
close.
however, 26-20. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back here for the rest of this fourth quarter. 11:52 remaining. 11:52 remaining here. 26-20. Your score, the Bulldogs up.
Kicking off for the Bulldogs, Zach Van Horn.
Van Horn back out for the kickoff, and he's going to
have a little bit of ball trouble.
They're gonna try and go ahead.
Lay it flat on the stand.
Once again,
that's something you don't see too often.
I've never seen.
I've
to
never
be honest,
seen it
I've
either.
never seen. I guess maybe it works for him. That one gets a little squirrely, but he's got to run with it. He's got a wide open lane. If he can get up and across, he can't.
Stiff
however.
arm.
Stiff arm and gets tackled underneath.
Knocked one defender back.
Should have been very close with that stiff arm. That could have been a face mask.
Oh yeah.
Because technically, all you need to do is really touch it, and it can be called. So in any case, they catch it and get set first and 10 on the 47. They'll give him a couple more yards than he thought.
Empty set. Gonna look to pass. Oh, a little bit of trouble. Got it. 22. Great pass. Not too shabby yardage.
There we go.
Just swallowed up a little bit short before he could get his feet running.
Tackle made by Hunter Buck.
Once again, I'll look down. We had more scoreboard issues.
That brings up
But
hate to see it.
You really do. But at the same time, you know, this program does allow us to do any sport we ever want. We can set up anything they've got. It's really an amazing thing to do. So, you know, you roll with the punches. You take the good with the bad. 11:05 remaining in this one. Second and 2. Back to the I formation. As they're handed off, going to be Laughlin. He gets the first down, gets up to the 41.
That'll be enough for a first down.
Enough for a first down.
Got a little more cloud covers. The sun's kind of gone out.
Yeah, it's not. Sun's not raining down.
It's amazing difference once you get that cloud cover, get some more wind in here.
Yeah, especially up in this box.
And it has definitely helped as we have not had the cramping issues as we had earlier in the game. Back to the I formation. 1st and 10. Hand the ball off to the fullback. He's going to push through. Owen Rigg gets about 5 on the rush. Man, that's really all you need as long as you can get 5 yards of a game.
Yeah, 4 or 5 yards each play. I'd take that any day of the week.
That's all you got to do.
But usually on Fridays and Saturdays when the game's on.
2nd and, yeah, around 5. I formation, probably look for this sweep. And hand it off, and he finds a lane. Can't get it. He's pushed back by 3 different people. But with 4 momentum, he'll get it close. 3rd and 2.
Yeah.
I guess they didn't give him too much forward progression, but it is what it is. 3rd and 2, 26-20 your score. As Cyclones just keep moving it, keep on pushing, trying to get another score in.
It's working.
They got everybody up front. They know exactly what they're going to run. Let's see if they can stop. And no, they cannot, as they are able to get the first and a little bit more down to the 27-yard line. Man, you saw even the safety was creeped up within 5 yards.
Oh, yeah.
Push it out. Xavier Hilton able to bump it to the right side and able to get the first.
Quite a few defenders out there. Oh, looks like a little bit of a injury there. Limping a little bit.
Another cramp. And that is Aiden Wolf. That is the quarterback for the Bulldogs. 1st and 10. One thing I like out of this Cyclones team so far is it seems like every possession they're focusing on something different.
Yeah.
Now, passing, this one's the I formation. They're showing they can do whatever they really need to do, and that's what you want to show into a team.
Same play there.
Same play there, and that one works even better than last time as they're able to push up using Hilton.
About 4-yard gain. Oh, maybe 5.
I will call it 4.75.
Yeah.
You know, you're mostly wrong, but still close. 8:12 remaining in this 4th quarter. As if they keep pushing through and, you know, don't give much time for the Bulldogs to respond, they might be able to. That was loud there. Oh, man. Okay, see, ball ripped out right there. Trying to get it, and that'll be a touchdown.
Wow. Took it right out of his hands.
Right out of his hands. Tom Conklin State Farm touchdown for the Bulldogs on the fumble recovery.
No flags or anything.
Nope.
You know, a lot of the time, even if they get the football, that flag will keep them from getting a touchdown, but they kept their hands clean on this one.
Man, I do tell you, though, it's a little disheartening to kind of see that, especially for the Cyclones, when you get kind of a push, then you get out to 32 to 20 as that score. But I tell you, that play would have been much differently if the blocking was there. Saw that end blocker that's supposed to lock out the last man so he can push up. He touched the blocker and then let go instead of pushing through. And the defensive man just turned around and ripped it right out.
Yeah, that was...
That did not help things.
Definitely don't like to see that.
It's kind of, finishing the game is, you always hear a lot. That's kind of the things that we're talking about. You got to finish the game, do everything kind of as best as you can. Looks out. And once again, man, they can't throw. They cannot run that play at all. They should just throw it out. Carter Hitz is getting open and right towards the quarterback every single time. That right guard is just not helping out at all.
Yeah, I mean, 32. There is still time on the clock.
Oh yeah.
As long as they don't
7:45, they're getting the ball
too
back
down,
right now.
too hard on themselves. This game is still could be their favor, but
especially with the way their defense has been playing.
Yeah.
You know, already there's been twice that turnovers have turned into scores.
Yeah.
So their defense isn't really kind of been an issue so far.
No, their defense is pretty solid. It's a water time.
It looks like it's going to be a water timeout, so we'll take a break here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Welcome back here for the kickoff. 32-20 now your score after the fumble recovery for a touchdown. Van Horn back up to kick. Back to receive is Cam Kramer and excuse me. Where is my roster? You know, I have lost my roster. It is what it is. Jesse Johnson. I knew it was Johnson, but I didn't want to get his first name wrong.
It's not on the ground outside the box.
I found it in my pocket. You should see this thing. It's been rolled. It's been folded. It's got texture, you know. It's got character. It's better than a normal piece of paper. Van Horn with the kick. It's going to be another squib one. Jensen Laughlin just picks it up and lays right back down. On the 41-yard line is where the Cyclones will start this one out. If I was them, you know, the rushing attack kind of seemed to be working. I'd see if that passing will try to come back into play, go back to that empty set, you know, just for at least one or two, just to see how the defense reacts.
Yeah, one or two good passes can change the game around.
They've been yo-yoing between two formations, and they're back up to the empty set. I must be my lucky day. I'm going to have to hit the lotto later. Look at the pass. It's going to be wide to Johnson. Jesse Johnson with the catch.
He brings it down.
Brings it down, gets tackled right around the 41.
He's going to have to.
Yep, that is number 12. His helmet came off, so he will have to switch out for a play. That is Braden Jackson, whose helmet came off. So it looked like they kind of had like a nice zone defense there, but they just sliced right through. Back to the empty set on the 41. Barkley with it.
Got one open.
They look to cut block, but right there on the comeback. Ooh. A little juke out there by Denver Mitchell.
Almost worked. That other defender came in too quick.
And that's what we saw when they were practicing it out in the front. They were working on that comeback. They were working on that little bit of a hitch just to turn right around, get a 5-yard gain, and keep their chains moving. You know, because you do enough of those, that'll open up a post right on top of it.
Oh, definitely.
And it technically would be a corner since you're going out instead of in. But it is what it is. You just layer it. Barkley's going to go look to run it. And he'll get out in, I believe that'll be for the first down. It's right there at the 30. Yes, indeed. First down for the Cyclones. And a good job to get out of bounds. 6:38 remaining in this fourth quarter. Now it's time. You got to start looking at the clock. You got to make sure to start and make sure you give yourself enough time to get that second touchdown.
Marching it up the field and getting it out of bounds is key in these situations.
Yeah, you don't really have to quite yet.
No, not quite yet, but
got down to the really bad spot, but they got 9 men on the field.
Yes, they do.
Throw the flag, coach. There you go. That's another 5 yards.
Penalty on the field. Too many players on the field.
I looked over and I was just like, well, guys, are you going to count or are you just going to look? Because there's 4 men stacked, you know, 1 row, 2 row, and 1 guy hanging around. So I'd assume false start, I do believe, maybe. Oh, this time they're going to call offsides, I do hear.
Penalty on the play.
False start, never mind. I can't hear. I do have headsets on.
Cyclones.
So negate both those plays.
Yep.
Maybe we can do a 1st and 10 soon.
1st and 10.
6:31 remaining in this fourth quarter.
Right back where we started.
Back out. So now they know kind of what they really want to run after they have had 2 tries. We'll see. 3rd time's the charm, I guess. Gonna launch that one out. Denver Mitchell can't get a hold of it. And he tackles in right there. I tell you, though. Wow. Wow.
Incomplete.
That would have been a big defensive play if they would have kept pushing through, but kind of like a Albert Hainsworth style plays. You can see him coming out right now. He seems to be kind of gassed. Jackson Eage.
Great opening for the receiver.
Hit open on that far side and knocked Clayton Hunt out of the way and then just stood there instead of rushing the quarterback. Blitz on to the right side, right to Jensen Laughlin. Gets
great
it.
Pass.
Yeah, that
flag.
Ooh, that might be a late hit. Face mask. Face mask call. We'll see if it's offense or defense.
I think it's defense.
Personal foul, face mask. On the defense, indeed. So that'll be 15 yards.
It's kind of hard to, as
After the penalty.
Offensive guy with the ball, holding it with 2 hands to get a face mask. So
hey, you've seen crazier things happen.
Yep, that is true.
6:22. They've marched it up towards the 7-yard line. Barkley with it's got to get rid of it fast. He's got a bunch of people on him. Right there. Call it, man. They call it complete. So it will be right there on maybe the 2, maybe the 1.
They can discuss.
Now they're gonna go talk about it. That was a close one.
It was pretty close.
Let me see real quick.
We didn't quite have the angle on it. Nope.
They'll call it incomplete.
I reversed the call there. Yep.
Yep, it did look like it bounced just a little bit. He did a nice job of selling it, though. He tried his hardest, but 2nd and 7. Not that really big of a deal.
They got it marked down first. But no, it is this. There we go. They flipped it.
Just take it. Takes them a little bit. Back out to empty set. Probably a screen pass if I do say so myself. Looking to keep it. Ooh. Takes a hit.
Yeah.
Had Jensen open after a little bit, but couldn't really get much of anything.
Barkley really put his shoulder into him.
No gain. 3rd and 7. They're going to go hurry up. They're going to go hurry up. Barkley out there still in shotgun. 3-man drive. He's got a man wide open trying to get him, but he's going to go for it.
And he's
in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Cyclones.
Tom Conklin State Farm. Touchdown for the Cyclones. Makes it a 32-26 game.
Yeah, there's definitely still time to get this ball game back.
Oh, there's still way more time than really they might even think on the field, because the way this defense has been playing, one little mistake, a fumble, anything, they could take it back real hard. 5:41 remaining in this fourth quarter. 32-26 your score. Will we see them go for maybe a 2-point conversion?
I would not be surprised if we do.
You know, at this point, you got to take anything you need. And if they do make it this 2-point conversion, it will be up after a touchdown instead of tied after a touchdown. Barkley with it, hands it off. It's going to be a quarterback. Oh, he got nailed on the hit.
Pass incomplete.
Incomplete.
Oh.
So we got to go for it. That's pretty much, in that situation, you kind of do have to do that. Well, anyway, we'll take a quick break here and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit, and all the providers and staff are putting the patient first.
Welcome back here for fourth quarter action. 32-26 your score, 5:41 remaining in this game. Cyclones, they might try to go for a squib here. Quick squib might go for them. You never really know. Their defense has been working really good, so I believe they'd go for it.
There's a tiny bit of a gap in the middle there.
Yeah, I do really see that.
He kind of closed it a little bit, but it's still possible.
Laughlin with the run up. It's going to be a squib, gets through the middle of the legs, but picked up. So touched at the 34-yard line. So the defense, let's see what they've got. They've been a great squad so far today. You know, pretty much their main thing has kind of been pass coverage. Every now and then slips up, but their front, I was about to say front seven, but there is no front seven. There's the front 3, 4, maybe. Their linemen and linebackers have been really great today. 1st and 10, 5:39 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Now you're going to see a lot of rushes, I bet. More counters, more traps, just to keep that clock running.
Probably going to go on
the
that
Bulldog
familiar
side.
motion.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Handoff up the middle.
Man,
swarmed him. Yep.
Ooh, man, he just grabbed him.
They saw that one coming.
Austin Hilby on the carry.
So a loss of, they'll only give him 3. It looked like it was a little bit more, but.
Yeah, I guess we'll take 3.
Closing down within 5 minutes of this game. All right, so when you look around, back into that formation. It's going to be a keeper wrapped around as they stopped him, but it could have been better. But, man, he is down.
Yeah.
Wolf.
Loss of about 2.
Wolf is hurt.
Brings up 3rd.
Oh, damn. Guess they're not going to send him out.
Looked a little rattled, though. So
yeah.
Might want to look at that one. In any case, 3rd and 15. As, you know, at this point, like defensively, you got some tired people out there. Got a good JV squad of defensive players that you can switch in a little bit. You know, 3rd and 15 if they do get this first down.
That was 2 runs in a row.
Back up. Hey, they might go for this pass play that they come out of here.
Come up the middle.
Indeed, they go for a sweep. The cutback lane is wide open. Wide open if he can't get there. And right there is Hunt. Saves it. 4th and about 7.
Maybe? Oh.
Depends on
4th
how.
and 6,
Yep,
I think.
4th and 6. And what a great job. What a great job by Clayton Hunt to realize that cutback lane was there. 4th and 6 right here. This is where it counts. You can hold them here. You've got a great chance of scoring, getting the 1 or 2, and then trying to hold again.
If this can turn over right here, great field position.
If this is a turnover on down to here, then they have great field position, and they can get a little room. It's the sweep right there. Carter hits. He can't look. Right there is that open cutback lane.
There he
Gets
goes.
past the 30, down the 50, down to the 48. First down for the Bulldogs.
First down.
I mean, that's a little bit disheartening to see. However, they still have
3 minutes, 34 seconds remaining, fourth quarter.
Aquin still got quite a bit of field to go.
Pretty much as long as you can stop them from scoring, you're only down 6. You do have Jensen Laughlin, who has a great leg, but you also have, a great offense if you can keep running and keep it moving to try and get that too.
Motion man.
Hand off right
Maybe
of corner
outside.
to Hadaway.
Ooh, nobody there.
No one
Uh-oh.
there. And that's the
trouble.
issue. That's a big one right there. Tom Conklin, State Farm touchdown for the Bulldogs.
Oh, there is a flag.
And a flag on the play.
Oh,
Where's that at? And it is down near. That's going to be a
down
holding.
near the line of
That's going to be a
scrimmage.
holding. Indeed, holding, and I bet it was on the wide receiver.
Yep.
And multiple bad words coming from that sideline, I bet.
Oh,
That is a killer. If you are the Cyclones, go all out. You see Carter Hits coming out. He has to keep on pushing hard.
Oh, that is big for the Cyclones
That
there.
is big.
Another touchdown. That's
You've seen how much we've stopped them. You know, they got to move them back 11 in just 3 plays when they're on their own 5. You keep on going on this first.
Yeah.
And let's see. Yeah, about a 1st and 20. Man, it happened right on the sideline, too. It's from a side.
I have to guess they're going to go for a pass here.
Trips to the left. They're going to send one out.
I mean, they are on the first. So, a keeper.
Oh, and he just trucks it, but able to hold on. And that is why you hold on, why you wrap up. Because, man, right out there, that was Austin Nelson just gets crushed. Able to hold on to his sides, though. Second and around 13, 2:49 remaining.
I believe it's a water timeout.
And they'll take a water timeout.
I don't think anyone called it.
We'll keep it here, though, as it's getting close to the end of this one. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by Ryden Farm Supply, located at the heart of Walnut Grove and in business since 1974. Ryden Farm Supply can meet all your needs for LP, seed, fertilizer, and farm chemicals. Their LP service is unmatched in this area. Customer service is one of their specialties. Give them a call today at 309-772-3121. And also brought to you by the Sport Corner at 124. Macomb's original local sports bar is the Sports Corner at 124. With a focus on local sports. Catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time Live broadcast at Sports Corner at 124. All while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in the West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. Ooh, I think that's where I might be going tonight because that sounds really good.
Sports Corner?
Sports Corner sounds pretty good tonight.
Yeah, great prices too.
Oh, exactly. Tight now. We're looking at 2 wide receivers. A lot of noise coming as that's going to get him again for the offsides. 4th time today.
That
man.
one, it was close too. He almost saved it.
Encroachment. Cyclones.
Encroachment.
Well, yeah, that's what it's called.
No, I know. I just like that word. It sounds kind of funny in the game of football to me.
It took me way too long to realize the difference between offsides and encroachment.
Yep.
2:49 remaining here. 2nd and around 8. Pass play right out to the side is Hadaway if they want to pass it to him. And picked up by Jensen Laughlin. He's running up the sideline.
Oh, called out at
picked off
41.
This is huge. This is huge. Let's go. All right, Cyclones.
That'll bring the momentum.
Have 2:41 remaining. 4th quarter down 6.
Oh, they can do a lot with that.
You got a lot of time, and you don't have to really worry much. Because if you take that time down even more, that's less time that you give the Bulldogs to maybe take the lead. If they can score on this drive and make sure to get at least 1 or 2 on the conversion, that doesn't give a lot of room for the Bulldogs.
This has been an absolute great game.
Absolutely great game. And now you're wondering, not just the Cyclones, but the Bulldogs, how are they feeling now that they got to defend once again? Barkley with it. Wide open down over here is Johnson. He's going to launch it way over his head, however.
Oh, 22. 22 was wide.
Jesse Johnson. Jesse Johnson was open on the right side, but he has his heart set on Denver Mitchell. And pretty much when you're running streaks like that, you've got a fast kid in Denver. You know, it wasn't that bad of a decision, you know?
Oh, not at all.
Lob it up there. If it's an incomplete pass, it's an incomplete pass. Stop the clock anyway.
Yeah.
2nd and 10. Going right back out.
The down marker still says 1.
Screen pass to Johnson right now. Like, that's an instant 5.
Throw it away.
Launch to Laughlin, Laughlin with the catch. Gets it down to the 41. Plenty of time. You just got to slow her down, relax, push through.
If they can keep getting quick passes like that, especially if they can get the first down each time, they'll be in the end zone in no time.
Just play like Tom Brady, you know. They can dunk down the field.
However, that would give the Bulldogs time to bring it back.
Right there to 22.
Oh.
That's all right.
Complete.
2nd and 10 for him.
Second down.
Clock is stopped at 2:09. It's been a great game so far. Great way to start out the season with a real exciting one here. 32-26. 2:09 remaining in this one. 2nd and 10 at the 41. Coming back out into empty set. Laughlin in there at the slot. Screen pass. That's going to be forward progress. So
Incomplete pass.
incomplete. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, 2 in a row, same play.
They'd probably go back to that slant. Probably go back to the slant. However, we got to see what the Bulldogs come out with. If they think they're going wide, you know, and empty up that space.
I wonder if they'll, like that one touchdown pass, go up the middle with it. Looks like it would be pretty open if they did.
He's got a lot of room. He's got a lot of time. Wide open.
Yup, brought it down. Flag.
And with the pass interference. So
that's going to be
huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Absolutely huge.
Laughlin really showing off just how great of a receiver he is. Defensive holding, that's much different than pass interference.
Yep.
That's just a 5-yard gain. So it is.
Defense.
Stop the time. Timeout taken by the Bulldogs. 32-26 with 1:58 remaining. And down on the 11-yard line. We'll take a quick break and be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood.
Oh, welcome back to the 2-minute drill. Down there after the penalty, of course, we are down to the 6-yard line. Empty set.
Wouldn't be surprised if I saw a keeper here.
Probably. I mean, you probably don't really need to pass in this situation.
No.
Especially you don't need to give them, 2 minutes to work with if you
Defense
do score.
is pretty spread out too, so.
It's going to be a keeper right there.
Ooh.
Yes, he's going to be taken down. Maybe loss of 1, maybe a loss of 1. But that's a good shot to take.
Brings up 2nd.
2nd and goal.
And 7.
2nd and goal from the 7. Coach McCormick sends in the play. Probably think it'd switch into more of like a running style, maybe that pro I. Back into empty set, however, maybe screen pass. 1:22 remaining. They're pressed. They're looking for that screen.
Yep.
Caught. Almost in. Oh, man.
Very
Caught
close.
by Cam Kramer down there at the 1.
He tried getting it. I saw him trying to get his arms right over the goal line, but the defender just wasn't.
Here you see the heavies come back in. This is the fullback time.
Oh, yeah.
3rd and 1.
I think they get a great chance. Let's see what Aquin's defense is going to look like. I bet they're all going to be.
Maybe they might go sweep if they push that box.
Yep.
Oh, man, if they're going sweep right here into the left side with Laughlin.
Up the
fullback. And he is
it's
stopped
gonna be,
at the
yep,
line.
Stopped.
He doesn't get it.
4th and 1.
They got his last shot to get
This
it
is
in.
it.
Big play here.
1
If-
minute remaining.
If they get Aquin back inside that box, a sweep could easily do it.
We'll see. We'll see. 32 and 6. You can hear the crowd. 45 seconds remaining. This is it. Coach McCormick drawing up his last play. They're going to let it go down. Probably took a timeout right before the end of their, so flustered I can't even think of
This is
playtime,
This is a nerve-wracking play for both sides of the ball.
They'll take it once they start to the count off to 5, and there it is. Started the 5 count. This is it. 21 seconds, 4th and 1. And you're going to see, we talk about iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
You're going to see what gives. Of course, being a wrestling fan, you always hear about the immovable object versus the irresistible force. This sure is it.
Oh, yeah.
This is Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warriors. 2 giants standing right next to each other. You just got to move 1 inch.
Yep, it's like trying to put 2 magnets together.
21 seconds remaining. And you know what also this does? After taking that time out, running down that clock, gives the Bulldogs. Hear that? Silence.
Yep.
That moves them down. That calms them down a little bit. But that gets that anxiety up. That gets that nerves up. They don't know exactly what they're going to do. They don't know how they're going to defend that sweep if they do it. If that fullback comes through, pushes through, if you get any type of push, you're in. This offensive line has to push hard.
Anything's possible here. Sweep, a reverse.
Back into I formation. Heavy's in.
I wouldn't be surprised for a sweep.
21 seconds remaining. Here we go. It's going to be a keeper. He's pushed. He's pushed. He's pushed. It's in.
It's in.
It's in. It is
wow.
in. He has stood up at the line.
Wow.
Owen Ricks comes up a little hurt on the play, but man, dude, they had to stand there and look at each other and go, which one do we call? Which one do we call?
Oh, that was close. That was the closest play of the game.
Right there for the biggest Tom Conklin State Farm touchdown of this game. And buddy boy, here it is. Laughlin with the kick to be the hero. 15 seconds remaining. 32-32. It is
far
out.
right.
It is far right.
It is a tie game. It's going to come down to
32-32 tie game as they're going to come up for the kickoff.
Cyclones 32.
See, they could go for the onside, but if it doesn't work, excellent field position for Aquin.
But at the same time, you're also giving them the chance of finding that cutback lane on a long return.
And after the kick, let's say you got, it's at about 15 seconds now, you're going to get 2, maybe slimly 3 plays in. But I'm thinking if they get the kick, if it's returned, run out of bounds with it, you might be looking at 2 more plays, possibly, maybe even 1. This is going to be a close ball game. It already has been, but
Laughlin does have that boot, though.
Yeah, these last 15 seconds are going to be make or break.
He'll probably put it kind of in the middle instead of hitting out to the big receivers. I think, drop it in that 30. Drop it right there on that 40.
Gap on the left side of the field.
They drop it into the corner of the 40, but a little bit less so it doesn't roll out of bounds. You're perfect. You're golden.
That is I wonder if he sees that.
Especially on the left side. There's no one there.
That
of course,
far
that
side.
might be exactly where they want him to go.
Yeah.
And we're ready for the kick. Laughlin gets set. Booms it.
Boots it.
They're at 2. Picked up at the 5. Now they just need good defense. Good defense. Find the cutback lane. Take it out. Broke down. Perfect. Holding call, I do believe. Penalties flags fly. Tackled at the 25. We'll see what happens. Block in the back. They'll take that. So knock that back down to the 15 or so, depending on where the point of the foul they'll call. But now, 6 seconds left.
Yeah, that's gonna
I
be
believe you'll probably
probably just one play.
probably kneel it. Go for the overtime.
Yeah, that
6 seconds.
might
So
be a
you
good
can't
call.
give up a bit. Like if you go for a pass and you give up a pick 6,
Mhm.
you know, shoot for overtime. Well, they're not going to kneel it. So we'll see. In formation, shotgun, 1 man out. Looking deep, looking wide. It's going to be out there. It's going to be a double pass. Picked off by Ashton Barkley. Ashton Barkley, if he can find a way out. Man, if he can find a way out, but he cannot.
Wow.
Right there. That's exactly what they didn't want to do. But a good job to find that open spot. Heading to overtime.
Yeah, I mean, trick play call. Sure.
Flag on the play, however. Flag on the play.
Is there?
Yes,
Where's
indeed.
it at? Oh.
We'll see. Might be if I'm roughing the passer, maybe.
Oof.
Maybe a holding. Maybe a blocking back.
And that would carry over to the overtime.
That would mean no time on a play. 1 play, no time. If they accept. And it does look like it will be on the Cyclones. Nope, illegal man downfield. And he'll decline it. And we'll head to overtime, folks. We'll take a quick break and be back here for overtime here. 32-32 on a great game so far. Can't wait for it to keep on going.
Gonna be
here on
exciting.
TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
Welcome back here as we are in overtime. Overtime rules for the 8-man is downs from the 10. You get 4 downs.
This has always been my favorite type
College
of overtime.
rules.
It's always fun to watch, always fun to play.
Of course, you know, when you look at the strategy, you definitely want, when they go through and do this coin toss, you want the defense first. Because if your defense holds, then you can score with, you know, any type of play, you know, kickoff, you know, especially if you're the Cyclones. And at the 4th down, you know, like maybe even a field goal through with Jensen Laughlin. Laughlin has won the game with a field goal before. So he's out there with Aiden Wolf for the coin toss. But both teams get 1 shot to do it, you know.
And, of course, if they both make it,
we go to overtime too. Electric Boogaloo. Looks like they have won the coin toss. The Cyclones, however, it is. We'll see where they want to defend. They want to defend. All right, so it looks like Cyclones will probably take defense. Down.
The south side of the field.
Hear the hype man down there.
Yep.
Coach, this is why we run all these sprints. This is why we play. This is everything. Right down. Comes down to this, no time. Because who needs time? All you need is downs. (32-32). Here we are.
I think about everybody's doesn't really know what to say, doesn't know what to expect from this overtime.
You know, you are on the 10, so they're going to try that keeper. They're going to try that counter. Maybe even they probably won't do a pass play, but maybe just to trip them up. Who knows?
Yeah.
But you're definitely going to see that keep. You're going to see that run right up the middle using Hathaway. Those are like their main plays. That's been the things that have been working so well today. Now Let's see this defense, how they can handle as we get back into that normal motion set. It's going to be a reverse that counter. That counter is going to come through. Jensen Laughlin is in for the touchdown. Bulldogs with the touchdown. Tom Conklin State Farm touchdown. Now we'll see if we can get the 2. 38-32.
On the extra point.
Now this is the reason why we're at overtime. Both teams have missed 2-point conversions. If they just needed to convert and get those extra points, that's the killer. That's the killer right here.
Yep.
They'd have been up 6 more points if they would have been able to finish these off. Let's see if they can do it once again. Looking to pass, roll out right there. Can't get a hold of it.
Pass incomplete.
Incomplete. Had that pressure, and we've been talking about it. He's had trouble getting a full good pass on with pressure. Owen Rigg was right there behind him. 38 Cyclones, 32. As now they've got 1 shot. Well, technically 4 shots, but 4 shots at 1 shot for a touchdown.
Yeah, again, it could be anything. Anything could happen right here.
I'm telling you, man, if they can find that sweep, they did not use it in their last section of close down.
Yeah,
field.
Aquin defense is getting pretty up into the box.
They're press hard. Back into
Got 1 split out.
Send in motion. Handoff to
North
Jesse
and south.
Johnson. And he's going to step out, probably around the 5. On the 6, on the 6. 2nd and 6. That was a good play right there to widen everybody up. Get him out of the box. Think, I'm going to shoot for those sidelines. Shoot for the pylons. Shoot for the pylons. Barkley coming back with the play. Great game for him. Great game for everybody,
Yeah, especially Barkley's been tearing it up out there.
And everybody has had their, their problems and their mistakes, and that's the first game of the season you're going to see that. Motion, handoff to Hilton. As they do, and he's only going to get stopped at the 5. 3rd and 5. Gets 1. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
We'll see what Coach McCormick comes out with. Barkley out with Jensen Laughlin. Jesse Johnson coming out of the game.
Absolute crucial play here.
Yeah.
They still may have the 4th down, but
you got to get something. You've got to get at least 2 yards, as they'll take a timeout to discuss things.
Timeout.
We'll keep it here because who wants to see an ad right now?
Oh, way too exciting. Not during this nail biter.
38-32. And West Prairie has 2 more chances. That's pretty much all they're looking for is they need to get something right here.
Get the ball in the end zone, even in 1 extra point, that'll give them the ball game.
Looks like they have been coming out in that shotgun formation, 1 out towards the right, 1 running back, and that tight end tight into that corner. We'll see. All really depends on what the Bulldogs do defensively as well.
Very versatile formation.
That's one thing that Coach McCormick has really done well with formations is everything that he does, you're able to do a lot of things out of. That's the best thing that you can do when you're creating formations. Yeah, sure. You look at a formation that might be heavy towards the right. Yeah, you got a lot of good right plays. Maybe a counter to the left. But you've got a balanced, equal formation that leads to a lot of open opportunities. This is where it comes down to being able to utilize those types of plays. Back out into that formation. Getting set. Motion. It's going to be a pass. Barkley to Laughlin.
He's
for
in.
The touchdown. Tom Conklin, State Farm touchdown for the Cyclones. This is it, man.
If they can get
this is it.
2-point conversion, but I wouldn't be surprised if they try a field goal.
Maybe it's Laughlin. He's got the momentum. He's got the momentum.
It looks like they're setting up to kick.
38-38. End of overtime 1. Jensen Laughlin all in that left leg. Neon Boots have it again. Offsides, offsides. Went too fast. Half the distance to the goal.
Offsides.
Now you're looking at
Backward.
1.5 yards.
Yeah.
Do you go with Laughlin?
Move the ball up a little bit.
It's a
close
tough
one.
call.
That's a toughie.
They only need the 1 point, but
They'll go with Laughlin. They got all the pressure on the senior, all the trust in the world. And we'll see if he can get it. That one is in for the score, and West
that will
Prairie
be the Cyclone ball game.
The Cyclones take it in the first overtime, 39-38.
Wow.
Man, what a game. All right.
What a game.
What a game. 39-38 is your final in the overtime.
That's the craziest ball game I've seen in a long time.
A good long while. That was a great job. So we'll take a quick break and be back here for the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show right after this.
Every day, we walk through these doors, not knowing what waits. It's not easy, but we do it every day because our mission is you. Providing you compassionate care and providing you the best possible patient experience. McDonough District Hospital.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
I became a nurse practitioner because I wanted to do more, I wanted to learn more, actually have more hands-on individually with patients. The rewarding part for me is that I get to come to work and learn something new every single day.
Welcome back here for the final at this one, 39-38 in the first overtime period, as West Prairie-Southeastern able to finish this one off. So we're here for the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH post-game show, brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. As always, we'd like to thank JoJo's for being our pregame and postgame sponsor past few years. And, man, you know, when you come down to an MVP, you got to pick Jensen Laughlin. Laughlin played probably the best game I've seen him play ever.
Yeah, excellent player.
You know, he's working on, you know, his best facets, which are, of course, his kicking, which, as you can see, came down clutch. But his ability to catch, his ability to get open, run routes as a great wide receiver, and, you know, we haven't forgotten, if Ashton does go down, he is a pretty darn good quarterback as well. Great defense, however. You know, as much as the offense gets the praise, the defensive line for the Cyclones and that linebacker core pretty much kept this one close.
They kept
this one close.
Yeah, almost lock and key.
It's crazy when you look at the score here and think at the half it was 7-6.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the first half kind of showed where the second half was going. Very close, very close,
very close. Just back and forth, as man, both teams and the Bulldogs play their heart out. They played so hard at that first beginning. You know, they'd get close and they couldn't finish. The defense took over, multiple takeaways. You know, takeaways for a score. Then they just start playing all-out warfare, just trying to get through, trying to do anything. Great job by this team, for both teams, really. So, for TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH, I'm Ken Suter. I'm alongside Wayne Hoy and Tanner, and we'd love to see you guys come in and watch the next game next week, I do believe, for West Prairie. We also will have every type of volleyball game you can think of at this juncture. We got a stacked schedule, so love for you to come watch these ones. We'll see you later here on our YouTube link, and have a good day.